So fun.
So
Most of it's gonna be family. So
most of it'll be family. You don't need to worry about it. But I'm gonna kick the floor. I'm gonna let you do your thing, P. Was your idea, the sibling.
you're the one. I just came up with the ideas. You're the one that like starts the
Okay,
conversation.
yeah.
I don't know how to start the conversation like that.
I mean, you're with your two brothers, so
You could do what Sean did last podcast and just interview the person.
The one with the 4 of you, or the one with Jeff?
I was being funny, but yeah.
even though when we talked about it, he said it didn't feel interviewy.
When you watch
It did
it's
at certain
interviewing.
points, but most of it didn't.
Yeah, see, hating ass bitch.
It's not bad. I
No,
didn't watch it though.
I watched it. It was pretty. I watched
the
it all the way
highlights, and that
through.
was good enough for me.
I watched it all the way through. I took a break because I needed to, but
I'll like it and share it, but I won't watch it all the way through.
he said I won't watch it all the way through.
You don't even tap in on my stream, bro. Shut the fuck up.
I was in on your stream the whole fucking night last night.
one night. out
I've
of
never
the
been on your stream.
fucking
'Cause
10
I don't
times.
have
That's because
Twitch.
you're gay.
Evan, you start streaming at like 8 p.m., bro.
I'm in
Don't.
bed by that point,
7:30.
homie.
7 to 7:30.
Oh,
7 to 7:30. When you do it on a Monday or Wednesday, I'm still working.
I don't know what to fucking tell you, dude.
do it
That's
on a
what
different
I'm
day
saying.
if you want him
Come
to watch
at-
it.
Yeah, you can't cop an attitude if I'm not in the stream.
Listen, I'm
bruh.
showing support. Yeah, got him.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched the Jeff one yet.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna have to get up and get some water, bro.
I'm gonna kill you.
Nah, I'm just playing.
I just am gonna have really wicked gas this whole podcast.
Evan, can we switch spots?
Nah, fool. You're the main guest. I'm the co-host.
You are not the
How do you
co-host.
think You're the co-host.
Because I'm on the left side of the couch. Co-host. She's the one that wrote
I'm the one that came up with all the ideas, meaning
Exactly.
I'm the most
You're-
important one.
No. You're the
What
guest.
How are
podcast,
you?
what TV show have you ever watched where the guest writes the ideas and writes the scripts? You've never heard of that.
I've heard it plenty of times.
In where?
Yeah. You didn't even write a script, bro. You just came up with ideas of what you wanted to talk about on your episode.
It was.
Yeah. Got you, bro.
He said, "Go to." Okay, no. Okay, so let's introduce yourselves. Evan, you've already been on the pod. EJ Beats, Rexy Two Tapped.
Pablo Santiago on Facebook.
Peyton, who
Don't
are
look
you?
that up.
I'm Peyton. For the people who don't know, I don't know who doesn't know, but yay.
What's your correlation?
I'm their younger sister.
By how many years?
7 years younger than Sean, 5 years younger than Evan.
All right, so that's a little back.
That's why you never see her. She's too young to be part of the group.
Yeah, she's too young to
You
be
whack.
getting on the pod and
You're
drinking
barely just getting into
alcohol,
high
shoot
school,
shit
bro.
with the boys.
Hey, I'm in my second semester, okay?
Oh my
I'm
God.
still freshly in high school, but
Probably still gonna make it farther than we did. So bravo.
Stop the cap.
Stop the gap.
Stop the cap.
I've already made it
Sean
farther
had
in
to-
high school than you two did. in
Sean
your
had to
freshman
take
year.
a little break and then go
I
back.
did take a little break. Okay, so P, remind me of your ideas. We decided on
I
age
don't
gap.
remember them. Hold
Oh
on.
my God, this guy's
gotta-
not even got her notes ready.
Oh, bro,
What a
that's more
rookie.
suspicious than just sitting back and having your phone in your lap.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't have
Pause.
it.
No, just set the phone down on your lap, bro, and we'll go over the ideas. What was what? Let me see what we got going here.
The effects of like
You don't have to say it. We don't want to spoil it for the folks. Okay,
I don't even know what it says, to be honest.
Evan, you'll
yeah,
you'll be
because
able
you're a
to roll
bum
with
and
it.
didn't read it.
I didn't care that much.
All right. Well, how do I feel like starting this?
Well,
No. You know what? Peyton makes a good point. She's just now a freshman in high school. Evan, you just graduated
Last year.
Don't disrespect me like that.
You did. You just
you
graduated
graduated last year.
Was it last year?
Yes, I was in 8th grade.
Shit, I guess so. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, and you graduated when I was in
I have
5th
way
grade.
too much shit go on 2022 to even remember what the fuck happened. I had so much shit going on.
2022 was such a long year.
Not even.
Yes.
I felt like 2022 was a short year. Yeah, I just got my cliff notes of the year. Car
Cliff note.
vandalized. You're in high school and you don't even know what cliff notes are,
I
bro?
only know what a cliff note is if it's like music stuff.
That's cleft note.
Oh.
Jesus.
Sorry, guys.
Public education.
That's when you press tab when you're writing a sentence, right?
Cliff notes
Yeah.
or cliff notes. Cliff notes are like a style of note taking, I guess.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
take much notes.
I don't either, bro.
That's
But
like a lot of notes.
basically, it's like the most important stuff that's concise. My cliff notes for the year were car vandalized.
Yeah, you gotta go in detail.
Multiple times.
My
Multiple times, mind you.
By the same
my
people.
my super drunk story, L.A. podcast. Those are my 4 cliff notes for the year.
Nice.
Moved out of my mom's. Graduated high school late.
At least you graduated, though.
Got 2 different jobs. Got a brand new car. Got an apartment at the age of 20. Or 19, technically.
Good job.
And started streaming. That's mine.
Got into high school. Joined the cheer team. Went to Wyoming. And had my first homecoming.
That's what's
You said got into high school like you were going to Mullen.
Yeah, you made it
something,
sound like
bro.
you got into the most.
Went to high school.
decisive-
My
you
bad,
don't have
guys.
any option. It's literally the next year.
Went to high school. Got into high school.
Yeah,
went
it's
to
not
high
like
school.
Once you're in high
Same
school, you
thing.
kind of have an option. You're like, I'm kind of done with this place. But
Most people don't have an option. Like me personally, I don't have an option. I gotta stay in school.
yeah, pretty much.
Same, bro.
You got too many people that'll beat you up.
True.
Facts, bro. Who do you think would fuck you up worse, Peyton, if you were to do something stupid? Out of the 3 people on the couch.
Well, what kind of
Just hit
stupid?
her with my
Like
car.
you would hit me with your car.
Totally. I wouldn't run you over. I'd just like
You
hitting her-
tapped me enough.
Are you
to
hitting
my
her
car.
like with a love tap, or are you like sending her over the windshield?
Nah. I'd low key would like hit a good 60
Whoa.
and then just swing my door open and hit you with it.
That's and almost thought I broke my arm for
Stop
a couple
looking in the
weeks.
camera, bro. Nobody wants to see you.
That's true too.
Evan, same, bro. Don't do that.
I've never actually looked at the camera.
I do it because it's right in front of me.
That's fair, bro. Find something else to look at. Don't
Hey,
look at Evan.
some people are just like good with cameras, bro. You nah.
How?
Have you seen any of the photos anybody has taken of you?
Oh, geez.
Most of them you were not looking at the camera. I will admit that. Most of them you were not.
When he does, it's like
I'm so bad about not looking at the camera that there's that picture at Evan's graduation.
Where you're not looking
Where
at the
I'm not-
camera. I know.
So man's straight up facing forward, smiling and looking away.
He's like looking to the side.
I'll make sure to put the picture up. Because it's
On the
pretty-
screen.
Yeah, on the screen, just a picture.
Hopefully this time you actually do it.
I've done it the last few times. Evan, get off
doing?
the phone, bro.
My phone is for notes.
Yep,
guys.
B, you're cool. You don't have friends anyways, bro.
Yes, I do. I have more friends than both of y'all.
Well,
Well, that's convenient that you're still in high school. Watch when you get out. You'll have like 4.
I know, but
She ain't even have 4. She ain't having any.
Yeah, how many friends you got during the summertime, Peyton?
during the summer, how many girls are on my team?
She said 2.
She said 2.
Not based off prior summers. You don't get to
Yeah,
assume.
no, yeah, you
Based
don't
off
get to
prior
assume.
summers.
Yeah, I'm going based off prior summers.
So 2.
She said.
I've maybe seen like 2 people.
Just because you guys don't know them doesn't mean that they're not friends.
That seems very.
Okay, if you're not like straight up kicking it with them like pretty frequently outside of school, them are just acquaintances, bro.
Yeah, fact.
I hang out with 3 people consistently all the time.
So I was right.
Okay, so less.
You
than
had
4.
one less.
Yes, less
3.
than 4.
Yeah, we're going with 3.
Jeez, Peyton.
Oh, and just as a FYI, a lot of this episode might come off as bullying.
It is,
That's
guys.
okay, because we
I'm
were raised
attacked.
in the not you, not you.
Wait,
but
we were
the 2 of us were raised to where it's in school. It was get eaten or eat. And me and this fella
Kill or be killed.
Yeah, we were killing.
Peyton's just chilling.
She's
I'm just
chilling.
in the background,
Yeah.
unbothered.
Well, yeah. You say one thing wrong or sneeze too hard, you get blasted on Snapchat and go to the principal's office, and you got to go to therapy and all this dumb shit.
It sounds like you've had personal experience. Haven't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty in depth, bro. Is there something you need to
just, like,
tell? Is there something
Low-key
you need
watching
to tell
TikTok
us?
shows, bro, like just shows like how things are back then. Like if you had a problem with somebody, they never took it to like Instagram or
Yeah, they said
Snapchat.
it face to
They
face.
straight up
Now
went
it's
outside and
you
threw
go to-
hands and then
yeah.
like shook on it and then went about their life.
Now it's
like
on social media
oh my
before
God,
anything.
somebody said my picture wasn't great. I'm gonna go do something to myself.
Yeah,
Like straight up, like this
Finger blast.
generation, your generation, fried.
we're in the
Done.
same generation.
I mean, yeah, but
Nah.
My
that's
high
me.
school experience
Oh, you two
compared
are.
to
I'm
you
not.
guys. Yeah, we're all in the same generation.
No, I'm not.
yeah, no, we're not.
You and Evan are.
No, I'm not.
You're in
I'm
it.
closer to yours than hers.
You might be right. You might be with.
5 years, 2 years.
We gotta look this up,
Wow,
guys.
no way. I didn't know.
I'm
Good math,
Yeah,
Evan.
look it up.
Good math.
I'm curious.
Let's see what the
Like
gens
my
are.
my high school experience so far compared to your high school experience is very different.
What generation is 2007?
Not really.
Like the way things are
Ah,
handled
shit.
is different.
Peyton, I don't think you are considered Gen Z, bro.
Yes, I am. It goes from 99 to 2010. Generation Z.
So millennials are born from 1980 to 94.
Yeah.
Generation Z is from 1995 to 2009.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're all in the same generation.
Nah,
I don't
bro.
agree with that at all.
I
I
don't
don't
either,
either.
but
That doesn't even sound right.
You're going based off 14 years for millennials. Like 14 years? There's some differences within 14.
oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of
Huge
differences.
differences, bro.
Like
I
and
would
then
even
Generation Alpha is 2010
It's like
to
Landon's.
2024.
2024?
Name in that Generation Alpha, we are fucked.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, because I think it's
I
foul.
don't know how people are built these days, bro. A bunch of pansy softies.
I don't understand why they got the cool
Little
name.
fruitcakes out here.
We got Generation Z and they're Generation Alpha. What makes you Alpha? Then I want to be Generation. You know what? I dub it
Because they support all
I
the
dub
causes.
This 95.
They're Chick-fil-A and Starbucks over here. They
Alpha,
support
bro.
everything.
I'm saying from here moving forward that 95 to 02 Generation Omega.
Omega, you sound like a fraternity. College fraternity.
I'm surprised it took you that long to,
I am too.
figure out what.
I am too.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you can't tell already, obviously this is a very unique dynamic considering P is so much younger than us.
Yeah.
So I'm
I get targeted.
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 Well, let's go on your rant, bro.
Get me dead. We repaved it. Remember that? Did I send that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's funny.
Peyton, what do you notice differently? How like your relationship with Evan is, or how your relationship with
Like
me
my
is
relationship with you guys compared to your guys' relationship?
between our two relationship?
You guys are closer. Like as people, you guys are closer. Like you guys talk more frequently
You know why?
because he likes you better. It's fine. You know.
Honestly,
whacking
probably,
gay.
honestly, probably not anymore, bro. He does a lot of stuff that just irritates the hell out of me. I've learned I have more stupid fun memories with Evan. Like, how do I put?
He has more forced memories with me because he had to be around me.
Mom says you need to come hang out with Peyton.
Yeah, she does.
She misses you.
Says who?
Then hit me up. You got your own phone, bro. Mom ain't gotta tell me.
You live in Thornton and you're only down here if you're with a serious family or Sean.
Because they're not
And
whack
then I never know.
and gay.
You definitely have a higher probability of being gay than me.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Eat ass and go fast, baby. Woo!
Is your microphone still on, Evan?
Yeah, I actually checked. I
I'm
made sure to
glad
watch
I
it.
did too.
I'm watching that.
Oh, there
Don't-
you go.
Yeah, look at how quiet yours is, Sean.
That's because my microphone will literally pick up everything in this room.
Are you 1 or 3?
I'm 3.
He's 3.
Oh, I thought
and he
Evan
ain't
was
been
3.
talking for a minute.
Yeah, I'm letting P. What else is different? Like not just because we're close. Because there's other things to play into that, bro.
Same father.
True.
Yes,
Like
that's also
the
should be a little
parent
bit of background.
situation with the fact that you guys are like same parents,
100%.
100%
Yeah, not
related.
50.
not the same mom.
Hey, at least you
Different
got
dad.
the 50% that was good.
I know, 'cause
Wow. Okay, we're just gonna go right in, aren't we?
Nah, I'm just playing.
No. Yeah, that's a little bit of information.
Yeah,
we
see,
left
we're
out at the
100.
beginning.
We're 100% real OGs. You're just like
50%.
50%.
yeah.
You know what I am? Top G. I'm top G.
Nah, Dad's top G because he got the haircut for it.
That's true. Steak.
Were you hearing me
Mr.
earlier?
Clean, Mr. Clean. Isn't that the guy's name? Mr. Clean.
The clean guy that's bald? Yes, Mr. Clean. Bless you.
Oh, for some reason, I wanted to say Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
That's a tire
me, bro.
company.
That's
That's
me.
the Michelin Man.
Oh.
man. Stay Puft
You got
Marshmallow
mad
Man.
rolls.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is from Ghostbusters, bruh.
Oh, that's his name?
The original one, not the newer one.
I
with
know,
Paul
I've
Rudd.
seen the original one.
Okay, the big one, not
There's
the
a new
little.
one?
There's a new one with Paul Rudd. It's actually pretty good.
I haven't seen
Have
the
you
last
seen
one.
new
The
I
last
haven't
one.
seen-
The
did it
last
come
one I
out
know
already?
With
of.
the kids.
It came
Yeah,
out already?
the one of them is actually the son and daughter of Igor,
Oh, the
the
last.
sciencey like guy from the originals. He has grandkids,
Oh.
and they move to his house
And find all the stuff.
and
That's
find all the
right.
stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
The
and
last
Paul
one I've
Rudd-
seen was
and
the one
Paul
with
Rudd
the-
is a teacher.
Yeah, the teacher. The
Yeah,
science.
it's
I
fire.
didn't know that.
Because
that
he goes
came
into
out.
the supermarket when the wave hits, and all the like baby packs of marshmallows turns into like baby
Marshmallow.
men
Oh, that's
instead of
cool.
it being the giant one from the original
Oh.
movie.
Yeah, the last one I know of was the girl one.
Where do you buy 'em?
That one's funny.
That one is.
It has
funny.
nothing to do with the originals. At least the new one with Paul Rudd does.
Yeah.
Well, the one with what's her name? Melissa McCartney.
Melissa McCarthy.
Oh,
McCarthy.
McCarthy. That one has to do with the old ones.
Not really.
To an extent, like
It literally just has the lady from when they were in the firehouse. That's the only like hint to it being the originals.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And they do a couple like cameo Easter eggs.
Yeah.
don't they have the car too,
Well, yeah.
or like one similar to it?
Similar. I don't know.
I don't
thought
think
it
it's
was
the
the
same,
same one.
but I think it's.
I
Similar
wouldn't
to
really
it.
like. Well, that's kind of like. What could I compare it with? Honestly, there's nothing to really compare it with at the top of my head.
Yeah,
at
not
least,
movie-wise.
but like
Yeah.
when you change everything and only throw hints at it, of like, oh, like this is from the original, rather than the Paul Rudd one being like
Where it actually
with
connects
it.
to
The
it.
2 grandkids, Igor's in it, his house, the original car, and
I thought one of them lived in an apartment in the original one.
Yeah, they do.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
his hometown house that
Oh, okay.
well, after
okay.
they get older and they stop doing the Ghostbuster stuff.
Oh, I haven't.
'Cause he was hella into it. They thought that they like finished
Mm-hmm.
the whole like ghost spiel, and he thought it wasn't over, and come to find out it wasn't over.
Yeah.
And he built a house in the most like
Excluded area.
not excluded, just where like the most stuff happens, where
Oh.
like ghosts and possessions. and
haven't seen
stuff.
the
Yo,
new
you
one.
want to know something crazy? And I didn't tell either one of you this. I had the wildest dream about you this week, P.
Me?
Yep, and it's got to do with ghosts too. So
So I'm sorry, not to cut you off. The podcast with the 4 of you, when you guys got into like ghost stories, and you talked about the ghost that lives in the basement.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I've seen that ghost so many times.
Like you come out and you see him there.
Yeah,
Is it a
like
dude. I've
it's a
only seen
dude.
it a glimpse.
it's a dude, and you
Okay.
described him exactly how I see him
Yeah,
every
okay, so he
single
definitely
time.
lives there.
It was creepy. I was like, okay, sorry.
Have you walked through him though?
No,
'Cause I
because he
accidentally
stays.
walked through him.
No, because he stays in the corner. You remember where the Christmas tree was? He stays in that corner.
See, nah, he wasn't there. He was like dead. So where the hallway stops and it turns into the bottom living room,
Yeah, yeah.
that's where he was standing. But I literally got a glimpse of him because I wasn't paying attention. I'm trying to walk upstairs in the dark,
Yeah.
so I'm like focusing on where I'm putting my feet.
Yeah.
So you don't stub your.
So like
toe and
I
shit?
seen him for bro, I seen him for a glimpse, and then when I was coming back downstairs is when I walked through him, and I'm like, "Ugh."
you
Yeah.
get that cold.
Well, yeah, you get cold, and then you go back to like feeling hot again, and you're just like, that was
Something
weird.
feels off. Yeah.
Weird, bro.
And
Like,
there's
you get
been
cold
times
spot.
I would like I've like because you know that door sticks whether like you don't mean to shut it or not.
The bedroom
it's
door?
My old bedroom that's your
So
bedroom,
my
now.
bedroom? Yeah, the bedroom door.
So that door used to like you could barely close it and it'll stick enough, but like Buddy will still like smack it open and shit.
Dylan can
so
open
that
the door.
that door used to be a lot harder to like close and open and shit before I fucked with it.
Yeah.
And so there was at one point I remember closing the door just enough to where it would stick, but it wasn't like a pain in the ass to
Wasn't
open.
a shut.
And I remember playing the game for a while. My lights flickered. My chair, like something smacked my chair, and then the door was wide open. Yeah, and I'm
Nah.
pretty sure it was him messing with me, but that's pretty crazy.
Bro,
It was probably the girl that messed with you.
What girl?
The little girl that used to mess with you when you lived there.
What little girl?
The one that used to remember the one that moved your chair that one day.
Nah, I'm pretty sure that was him.
No, that was a girl, bro.
What
That
do
was
you-
a little girl. Because I'm 90%, like, it's weird. I can feel who's in the room. It's really
So there's
weird.
two that live there.
No, she left. She's not there anymore.
Ah, you got it then.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna be totally honest. Like,
Because I've had this conversation
there
with
is
the
weird
Syria.
stuff that goes on in here, but like really now since
That spooks me out, dog. I don't want her to still be with me. So
I don't
you
think
have never,
she's
if
with
she's
you,
still at your
but-
house, bro.
She doesn't interact with me if she's still at the house.
You just said you've talked to her before.
No, I've seen her while you lived there.
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
can I get back to my
Sorry,
story?
I distract. I'm sorry. That's my
Okay.
fault.
So I had this dream this week on the road, right? That the three of us, along with like a bunch of mom's side of the family, like
Mm-hmm.
Katie, Rick, Jackson, like a lot of people from our family were there,
Yeah.
and so we
Your
were
family
like,
reunion?
like I don't know,
Another one?
I don't know what it was. It was like a big family vacation because there were other random ass people that I've never seen before there.
Okay.
That's weird.
And so it was like, so basically, if you remember when we go up to the cabin, you go up through that like national forest, bro, and then you come down that big hill, and it's just that big ass valley.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it's like that's where the stories start, like where my dream like pretty much started from that I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
And we like drive down, and there's like almost kind of bungalows, kind of thing, like not like it basically like small cabins.
Okay.
Like that, like there was like 80 of them,
Right.
and then in like the center you had like a place to do like group activities and stuff like that.
Like a clubhouse?
Yeah, basically like a clubhouse.
Oh, like a summer camp thing?
That thing they used to do for like what is it called? Outdoor lab where everybody had their own like cabin, and then there was the
Oh, I
main
loved
one.
outdoor lab.
Kind of, but not really.
Okay.
Like a summer camp thing?
No, because it was closer. They were like closer, so it was like small mini cabins, like close to each other, so that way like parties could stay with
Each other?
like the other members of their party, and they didn't have to split up super tough. Well, that's what's up.
This fool just
Yep.
drank my water.
Yep, you got a muscle
Yeah, you got a muscle
Yeah,
milk.
I
bro.
didn't know if I. Well, okay.
muscle milk's
Anyways,
disgusting.
so back to my
It is
story.
kinda gross.
Sean don't even be drinking them.
No, he doesn't. Those have been in his
Literally
fridge
bought
for
a whole
Lord.
like 24, 36 pack,
And drank like 6
and
of them.
there's maybe 4 gone.
I love that you guys keep interrupting me in the middle of my
Oh,
story.
also, just to put it out there to go with the muscle milk, this man bought a whole gym set, and I've never seen him use it.
I've used it before, and actually, I'm getting back into using it. So thank
He's
you.
gonna, like I
job.
said
Love you.
last time, bro. This was not on the podcast, but I've said this before. This man gets into something for like a week and then stops.
No, that was in the podcast.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally just stops.
Well, I don't know if he
Started
stopped.
gymming with Dan Mares. Stopped.
I'm
Started playing
I'm
ball.
friends with
Started
his
playing
sister.
ball out back of this place. Stopped after a week.
That's because he got a job where he's gone all the time.
Yeah, the hoop,
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt with this current job he has now, but still,
the hoop back there is gone.
somebody finessed it.
Somebody took it down or whatever.
Damn.
The gym with Dan, I can't do that because of my job. The gym
Friends
set
with
in
his
there
sister.
is because that turned into a podcast room,
And it's still doing it out here in the
and-
living room.
yeah. Well, now I can do more.
He's like, I drilled the mount into the wall, and now it just is always out here, even though we don't use the mount.
We tried using the mount. It's terrible.
Then why don't you take it off the wall? It looks
Yeah, just
dumb
take it
just
out.
chilling there.
Nah, bro, because I think it
It gives the
adds-
room some character,
It
bro.
does. It does. They can't say I don't have architecture in my house. They can't say I don't have pictures and stuff.
That's my favorite picture you have.
Nah, the two over there.
Yeah, I like the paintings more. I don't know. I
I'm
appreciate
Picasso
the
over here.
paintings, but That's my boy. Anyways, back to my story. So we're like all there. We're doing this stuff, and then you start acting super weird.
She got possessed.
Like tweaking or like possessed
just
type
weird,
of thing?
like creepy shit.
Oh, okay.
And then it's gotta be by far the most brutal dream I've ever had, because eventually,
Did it feel real?
no, it didn't feel real. Like you could tell it was fake,
Oh,
but
okay.
it was like brutal. So like basically, you get possessed,
Oh.
and it like the beginning of the dream, you're possessed. But it's not like super obvious that you're possessed. Like it just is like you're being weird and like pissed off that you're at a family outing kind of thing. It almost was like a movie.
Oh, okay.
It's like this whole thing will sound like a movie, and basically the whole dream starts, and we're like interacting with these other families, but we're like still doing our own stuff with our family.
Yeah.
Then somebody ends up dead in like the middle of this basically clubhouse, and
Like just out of nowhere,
like,
died?
just like you go,
You're
we
gonna
go
tell
to
me
bed,
somebody died in your dream and you don't even know who it is?
don't have any idea who the person is, and like basically we went to bed the night before, everything was fine, woke up the next morning, there's a dude like ripped apart in this clubhouse.
Watch it have been me killing him.
It was you killed everyone but 5 people in this place.
Yeah, I took you down, bro. Shot you right in the face.
No, so
Real
this
OG
is
shit.
Good job, Evan.
crazy
12 gauge
part
to the
is
mouth.
Eventually, she just starts like, because it really seemed like, it really felt like I was having a movie play as my dream in my head. Because it started like every horror movie. Like a few people get picked off and people start putting stuff together. Or like there's this guy that's like really starting to, I know who it is.
Yeah.
And then that
Who
person
figured
was-
it out though?
It was me.
Okay.
Because, no, it was.
I'm just
it
kidding.
Well, it
really
should have been
was
like
me.
Katie.
Well, it was like a group. So it basically the only
It was
there were
Jackson.
It was
were-
Jackson.
there were 4 people left alive other than you at the end of this when I woke up. It was Evan, myself, Assyria, Mom. And
So the 3 most important people in his life.
we're like watching you, and like we're trying to stop you and like get you like the demon out of you,
Like
so
the
you're not
Conjuring
possessed.
type of
Yeah,
thing?
kind of thing. And you are literally clubbing someone to death with like a deer, like an elk skull. With like you're literally beating them with the antler side of an elk and like bashing this person's head in. And you turn,
This is
and
giving me the
look-
heebie-jeebies right now.
look back, and you don't even have your face anymore. Like you literally have like almost what seems like
That's when I wake up, no cap. If I see somebody in my dream with no face, I'm like,
I'm waking up.
No,
I'm
like,
waking
she's
up.
got a
Done.
face. She's got a face, but it's not.
But it's not
her
mine?
Face. Like it's her body, but then it's like a demon head. Like it like you know them pictures of like Satan.
Yeah. It's like
it
Satan's
was like
head.
Satan's head. It was like a real like legit. You know
like Lucifer?
yes, like that kind of head. Only it wasn't red. It was gray. And like gray, scaly.
He's talking about the nun, that movie.
No, this is literally a dream I'm having.
I know, but it's like it sounds pretty similar to like the nun,
It's like the characteristics of the nun.
Oh, and
because she gets like this demon face looking face,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gray.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and then
I haven't
like,
seen that movie.
basically what ends up happening is your dad is one of the last few people left, and this is while
Damn, you
you're-
killed Joe Pops.
I killed my dad.
Yep, you did. It
That's
was,
Dang.
it was fucked up. You literally are in the middle of clubbing this person. Like at one point, you ended up snapping the deer skull in half and just took the antler and just started fucking people up with this antler.
At least I know I was strong.
And so basically, at the end of this dream, we, the people that are left, including your dad,
Mm-hmm. So I didn't
formulate
kill my
this-
dad.
Not to this point yet.
Okay.
We formulate this plan that we're going to get this demon out of you the only way we know how. And so mom basically has a Bible and is going to start chanting like shit from the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Fitting.
But me, Evan, and your dad all have to like grab you
And hold me
and
down.
basically hold you down. And so we grab you and slam you into the wall. Like, and we have you pressed into the wall, and mom starts doing this stuff, and Assyria's whole job was literally just to make sure you didn't kill mom. And
Good job,
you,
Assyria.
like, end up getting your hand loose from Evan, and for some reason we didn't take the antler out of your hand, and so
That's your first
Evan
mistake.
and your dad are on the same side, because your dad's like in the middle pressing you against the wall. I've got an arm. Evan has an arm.
Mm-hmm.
Evan's hand slips off the antler, and you straight up stab your dad in the side of the head with his antler.
So, bro, be slacking. You know me.
And Evan like re-grabs you and like pushes you
Come
back.
on now,
and,
Evan.
and your dad like dies, and then mom does it, and you literally are like screaming, and then it's like, and then I woke up.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I figured that was critical. Evan, I appreciate you being on your phone again in the middle of this, like always.
Thank you.
I got other things to attend, bro.
This is why when I called you 2 weeks ago, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. was supposed to be off limits.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, this fool called me.
Plus, our grandma just texted me out the blue, asking some weird stuff. So.
Oh, then you definitely gotta answer
Jima?
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like, "Can I get an hour of your time?" I'm like, 4.
She was texting mom earlier too.
Asking for an hour of time?
I don't know.
Oh,
She never texted me.
She never texted me.
that's because you're whack.
Super dope, bro.
I
But-
like how she texts the one person that literally lives the farthest.
Yeah.
Like, no hate or nothing, but damn.
Sounds like a little bit of hate, bro.
Let me drive 35 miles for an hour.
That's what's up, bro.
That's
what's up.
commitment.
But anyways, so let's get back to what we were on.
Your whack ass dream.
No.
No, that's over.
Bro, speaking of spooky dreams, y'all gotta watch that new Evil Dead trailer.
Evil Dead.
That looks fire.
I don't mess with horror movies. They scare me.
I don't either, bro. I'm right there with you, dog. Put it there.
What'd you
pal.
think of it, though, since you watched it?
It's creepy as fuck, dude.
It looks good as shit, though.
No, bro.
The only
I
horror
don't-
movie I can watch is like The Conjuring until I found out that was a true story. Then I was like, I'm done.
You know what's crazy is actually a lot of the horror movies, like the most popular horror movies right now, all are part of The Conjuring, even though they have different names.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so that's definitely the thing. The only horror films I can watch, honestly, are like super stupid ones.
Like
yeah,
Freddy
or
Krueger
either
and shit.
super
Like
made up.
Like Freddy Krueger. Like I'm more of a slasher. I can do the slasher films, so like Scream.
You can't do
Yeah.
Haunted?
I can't.
I can't do haunted
I don't
because
like
I
the
know that
haunted.
stuff exists.
Exactly. I'm right. Put it there, pal.
Like-
I can't watch any of the, like, cabin-related movies.
Why?
Because you've been to a cabin, or because your grandpa?
Nah, it spooks me out. I don't know what the name of the movie was. I watched it a long time
Cabin
ago.
in the Woods.
I don't know. It's just
was
one,
Chris Hemsworth in it.
I don't know if it would let me finish. Damn.
Oh, now you know how I feel.
And
Yeah, we can
so
write him off.
this lady literally like squeezes black goo out of her hand, and there's like something going on under the cabin,
Mm-hmm.
and then like this huge door just slaps open, in the cabin, and like something crawls out, and that's kind of where I stopped watching.
Yeah,
it
I
sounds
can't
like
do
Cabin in the
haunting
Woods.
stuff.
Yeah, but like she dead ass squeezes like black goo out of her hand, like she got bit by a snake, like how the 2 dots are,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and then it was like black goo was oozing out. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
pretty
where
gross.
I turn it off.
Yeah, nah, like what are the Final Destination? I can't do those either.
Final Dest. I haven't seen those.
I won't rewatch them, but I've seen them and
Haven't seen those.
it didn't like care to me.
It's
But I
serious.
still will not drive behind rebar on a truck.
What's rebar?
Like the stuff they
Literally.
metal bars that they put in the ground to like build the structure for buildings and shit like that.
Yeah,
Oh.
It's like long.
because
ass
in part of
rods.
Final Destination, like they're on this bridge and the bridge starts to break, and so the band's holding rebar to this truck break, and a bunch of rebar just goes into this car.
Car.
Yeah, and like a bunch of rebar just and stabs a bunch of people in a car and shit.
The one that I don't like is I think it's the third one when they're driving on the highway and the logs fall off the back of the truck. You remember that one? Do you see that one, Evan?
I haven't seen any of those movies.
I haven't seen any of them either. I've only read like parts of it, like read parts of it and like
There's
descriptions of it.
books.
No, but like the people that are like
Oh, that do like
I
reviews.
I read a lot of like the top 15 like most disturbing moments in the Final Destination franchise.
Oh,
And, like
okay.
Evan saw one where this guy drops, what was it, Ev? A penny? He drops a penny in the bottom of the pool,
Yeah,
and he gets his
he
skin
goes to
sucked
pick
into
it up, and something gets caught in it. It's
and
no
it literally
bueno.
like slurps his skin into the fucking
Uh-uh.
brain.
Yeah.
No.
The only one that really messed me up though is and again I never seen it, was the roller coaster one.
A Final Destination?
They have a part where like the roller coaster like starts to fall apart while they're on it.
That is my worst fear being on a roller coaster, is it falling apart.
Yeah, like the brakes snap off and they start going crazy, and then like one of the parts of the roller coaster like literally like starts to rip apart because they can't stop, and like it like kills a bunch of people.
Wow.
But do you know, Ev, the whole like premise of that whole series is basically the reason it keeps going on is because the people that have these premonitions that they're going to die try and avoid the premonition they're going to die, and that's what gets everybody else killed.
So by them trying not to die, they kill everyone else?
Yes, they basically get everybody else killed because they're trying to avoid it. And yeah, they try and save everybody else, but because they try so desperately to get away, it's like
So it's like a life for a life?
kind of thing. It's more so like you can't fight your fate.
Oh, okay.
Like that like don't fight your fate kind of thing.
Yeah.
I can't, like I said, I can't do
I can't do haunted ones because, like, that stuff, in my opinion, exists. And I don't want to, like, watch that and have them, like, have that happen to, like, me, you know?
I feel you, bro. I'm the same way. I don't necessarily, like, agree or, like, apply to the whole if I watch it, it's going to happen to me thing. But I just freak myself out. Like,
yeah, I freak myself out more than anything.
I myself expecting something to like happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it just like
There was one movie that spooked me, and I tried to rewatch it with like a group of people, and it still spooked me out.
What was it?
It's called Lights Out or Lights Off. It's about this chick that's literally like
I think it's Lights Off. No.
she can only pop up in the dark.
I would
literally.
keep the lights
Like
off.
you
for the
can
rest
see
of my
her
life.
in like figure in the dark, and then you like point a light, and then she's not there. Like
Oh, she's
you know
gone.
how flashlights are a perfect circle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no matter how long they go.
Yeah.
So, and one of the points, there's like this storage unit place where they have the lights, but it only does a circle, a gap of
Yeah, it's like a
darkness.
spot.
Oh, yeah.
There was like that, and you can see her in the darkness, going through each of the lights where the lights aren't.
So you can,
So
like,
she appears there, and then he flashes the light to where it makes a whole strip of light, and she's not there, and he turns it off, and then she shows up again, and then she gets closer and closer, and then yeah. And then there's a jump scare too, where she's in this room of, instead of having a regular flashlight, she has a black light, and her blood is black light, like a black light can see it. And so she's like, flashlight. She's looking around, sees nothing, and then her flashlight goes out, so she grabs some light off a like a shelf, and it happens to be a black light, and you could just see like all these writings and like shit and like all kinds of stuff on these mannequins and all kinds of shit.
Wow.
It's kind of creepy. Like that movie, like
Is it like a psychologically scary one?
it just rubs you wrong, honestly.
Oh.
Like there's a lot of movies that I've watched that I'm like, that's not terrifying. I could see that happening in real life, but it's more of like it just doesn't sit with you right. Like
Yeah.
nope.
You know what movie does that for me? Split.
Yeah, I can.
I've
Yeah,
never
I
seen
agree.
That one.
Glass was the opposite though.
See, I never saw Glass and I never saw Split. I've seen clips from Split, and every clip I see, like you said, it's not necessarily anything that's like too intensely scary, you know what I'm saying? But like it's just like subtle shit that goes on in the movie that just like
Rubs you wrong.
and like creeps you out, like how he's splitting, like he's flipping through these personalities. Like that's
So
not
quickly.
so quickly. It's when the beast comes and he like starts climbing up the wall.
Yeah.
And he like is doing it all slow, and then just like looks back, and like his pupils are huge, and you can see the veins bulging in his neck, and he's just staring at her. And I'm like,
I think he won a Grammy
No.
for that performance.
I think he did too. I think what's that? I
For
think
what
his
you're
name's-
making this sound like, he should have.
Like
he didn't.
It's
was
crazy,
It was
dude.
crazy
Because
he
the
goes
accents
through like
between
23 personalities.
Yeah, it's a handful of personalities. It's not like 5. It's like
It's a lot.
gang of them.
Yeah, it's
and
like
each
30.
of them have different tones. They all act different.
They're different
They
people.
all, like have different accents and all kinds of stuff. And for somebody to prepare for like a role, we'll just use like Heath Ledger as a
As
example.
Joker.
Like
he was an amazing.
people
Joker.
get into roles really well.
Yeah.
But for him to get into a role that technically has 20 more roles is crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that
it's
takes
like buy one you get 30.
like that honestly
Yeah.
takes skill.
Yeah, that's just cool.
Yeah, well, because Glass is like the second. Isn't Glass the second
Second
film,
to it.
the second film of it, and it's
So it's Split and then Glass are like the same franchise?
Mm-hmm.
pretty much
Because
because
it's the same dude, but
because-
there's 2 more that
yeah.
they have.
Oh.
They have
They
their
have-
own movies too.
Okay.
Do they?
Yeah, not the same actors because this was like, so from what I hear, this was like a tie-in for movies that were made back then, that were of that same. Because there's one dude played by dude that plays the one patch from Marvel movies.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson plays one of the roles, and
Yeah.
then I think it's Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce
Mhm.
Willis is the other one because
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is the one that like basically has like superpowers.
From my understanding.
Because the only part I haven't seen Samuel L. Jackson. I've seen clips of Glass too.
Yeah,
And it's
I've only
like
seen
when
clips
the
of Glass.
Beast, it's the Beast comes out, and then Bruce Willis like walks out in like a fucking rain jacket, and these two just start beating the hell out of each other in front of the building.
Yeah. So the Bruce Willis and the Samuel L. Jackson movies were already made before Split, and
Mhm.
Split brought everything back, and then they did Glass.
Wait, so did
From
it
my
like,
understanding, I don't know.
so did Split like connect the movie with them
I
in
think
it?
so.
Oh, okay.
Split was like the third, and then
Yeah,
The
because
fourth
it
one
was
was all 3 of
basically- Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I think if I'm not mistaken, he won some sort of award.
had to have.
for that because he's a kick-ass actor, anyways.
Yeah.
It's the same guy that does Young Professor X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the guy that does it.
Okay.
Yeah, those that's
Let's
like,
see.
that's what I would consider like a psychological horror film, I guess you could say,
Mhm.
or like because they correct me if I'm wrong. I think like Get Out, Us,
James McAvoy.
yeah, James McAvoy.
Let me see.
McAvoy. This guy right here.
Oh, okay. I know.
Did
who
he
that
win
is.
any award for that?
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, okay. Well, while Evan's doing that, basically, because I think Get Out, Us, what's the other one?
I don't
It's
know.
Get Out, Us, and is it We?
No, so it's so yeah, Get Out, Us, and then Nope.
And Nope.
They're all 3 totally different, but
Yeah, but they're all Jordan Peele films.
Yeah.
And they're all like they're technically considered like psychological horror films
yeah.
because they're like super intense. It's stuff that like creeps you out.
I definitely shouldn't have
it's not
started
like-
with
It's
Nope,
not
though.
realistic.
Why is Nope not that scary?
No, it's like, to me, I think that's the one like we were talking about on the last podcast, but that was the one that we ended up scratching. Was Nope is just weird, bro. Like it's like this UFO that's not ran by aliens. The UFO is a being, in a sense. It's weird. You'd honestly have to watch it. But the fact of it is like, there's 2 plots going on in that movie. And so like a normal
Movies
plot,
like that lose me.
you know, like a normal plot diagram, it's like you're starting
hill.
off, it goes up, peak is like your climax, and
Yeah.
it goes down. His is completely opposite. So it's like dying down, crazy shit, and then like the explanation on everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of his movies
So
are
the
like that.
craziness happens
That's weird.
like
at the very beginning?
Yeah, so all the crazy shit happens literally in the middle, and then they explain everything at the end.
Oh, because most of the time it's explain everything.
Craziness,
And then it happens.
and then
and, like just the come down.
the after.
Oh,
Whereas this one's no explanation.
Crazy shit,
climax,
And then
explanation.
Yeah,
explanation.
all of his movies are like that. All 3 of them. That's why he
Ah.
gets
Weird.
like now. I don't know if he's won Grammys, but I know he's been nominated for all 3 of his movies
Mhm.
due to the fact that he writes and directs and produces his movies totally different than anybody else, and
Yeah.
because they're just weird.
They're intense, and they're like apparently from my understanding.
Like you can't it rubs you wrong, but you
Candyman?
can't stop it. No, I didn't read. I don't do
No,
that.
did he
Did he do Candyman? It seems like a movie he'd do.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought that was another movie he did. Have you heard of Candyman?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've heard
James
of it. I haven't
McAvoy's
watched
got
it though.
22 wins and 40 nominations total.
What has he won? Like best actor?
So we'll go more recent.
I just
So
want to
he
know
got
if he
so
won
he got
Split.
best lead
Yeah.
actor in Split, and then he also got
Did he write that one, or was he just in
no.
that?
No, he was just in that one.
Okay.
A lot of nominations for Split, Together, Filth, and The Last King of Scotland. Best lead actor in Split. Best actor audience award was Split.
He got a lot
These
of
are like
awards for
not
Split.
like huge rewards in like Colorado.
We haven't even slightly talked about what
MTV
we were
Movie
planning
and
on
TV
talking about.
Awards. He
We probably
got
won at this point, bro.
so he was nominees. Yeah, so he was nominee. He was a nominee for best actor in a movie in Split with MTV's Movie and TV Awards.
Okay.
People's Choice Awards. He got favorite movie superhero Professor X. That was a nominee. Scream Awards was X-Men First Class. Teen Choice Awards. He got nominated for Choice Movie Villain Split. He won Best Cast in It Chapter 2.
He was in It?
Yeah, he's in Chapter 2.
That's what I was about to say. I didn't
He's
know he
Billy,
was in
bro.
That. He's Billy?
Yeah. He's the one that lost his little brother.
That might be why he looks
Is
so
he really?
familiar.
Yeah, he's the older version of the kid.
Yeah, because I know that.
Did you not watch the second one?
I haven't even seen the first one.
Oh, they're both great.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, they're both pretty good.
I
You
don't
will not watch those?
fucking absolutely.
I think they're
not.
better than the original.
I haven't seen the original one.
Don't watch it.
I will not watch those movies.
Why?
That one is more of like a
Because
psychological
small
for me.
town creepy shit like that.
Like small town, because you got to figure. I'm like, for one,
That's how Nope is. It's small town weird shit.
yeah, like
Oh.
like my whole thing is like I do have sometimes like some weeks where I will stay in like small towns.
It's
Oh, that
you
makes
don't
It
like
would
it.
just fuck me up, bro. It would
Weird.
just fuck me up. I know I don't live there, and that's basically the premise of both of those is they live in a small town. But I couldn't do it because I'm not necessarily scared of clowns, but the
way they
like,
depict it.
the way they depict it, and the way like who I don't know the guy that plays him. I can think
He's a
of- I
creepy
can see
looking
his
actor.
face.
He is
with
creepy.
no makeup on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's creepy.
He looks like Pennywise without the makeup.
Did you say
Yeah.
they're making a third one?
No,
And it's literally about Pennywise before he becomes the
The
clown.
Pennywise?
possessed.
Yeah,
No.
he was possessed. Yeah.
No, I thought he was just an alien.
No.
He becomes possessed.
He's like a normal person from like the 1700s. Is the new one's about like
Is
the
his
actor.
storyline?
Yeah. Is
Oh,
like
I
why
thought he
he's
was
the
just, like-
clown.
The thing that really fucks me up in that movie because I've seen I've seen clips of it.
They're
When his
good
mouth opens
movies.
and shit.
It's with the mouth, like the way his facial features are, like the smile, the eyes. The eyes are what fuck me.
Yeah, the
Because
eyes
That
are the
actor can
scariest.
actually move his
Yeah,
eye
he
like
can
that.
actually do that like that.
When he can get him to like one starts to like roll off, and then you can.
That
see
wasn't scripted either.
Intentionally, he draws it.
That
back
wasn't
in.
That was
Scripted?
not
Uh-uh.
scripted either.
I can't. I cannot do like when there's weird shit that goes on with like the human body. I cannot do that. I don't like those films. They really fuck me up and they freak me out.
Did you ever watch that one part of what's the name of that movie? It goes with Evil Dead. He was in the end of Doctor Strange.
Ash and the Evil Dead.
Yeah, so there's one of I think it's in Evil Dead. I don't think it's in Ash of the Dead, but in one of the Evil Deads, dude, they like it's a real eye and a real everything, and they get like the camera like up to here on you,
Mm-hmm.
and then they take a glass piece and dude like super close, and then they turn it into CGI, like they took a picture of the person
Yeah.
of the person's face, and then they like camera stays on it and the full scene of the glass going in the eye.
No.
You're just like, ugh!
I could not watch that.
I'll have to show you guys later after
See,
this,
but that's the thing is like because that's the weird thing when the human body can do unnatural things. That's what freaks me out. So like when it comes to like
that's why your thumb thing grosses me out.
the possession thing
jointed?
that really fucks me up is when they like do the whole like crab walk. And they like snap their back and they're walking on all like they're running in.
Oh yeah, or
That's
they
weird.
spin
That's
a neck
spooky.
around like
Yeah,
an owl.
Yeah.
like the neck snaps and like or they're like crawling.
And you can
up on
hear the
ceiling.
neck snapping as they're doing
Like
it.
that kind of shit fucks me up. But when it comes to stuff happening to the human body, it doesn't bother me as much. Like Saw, I'm not gonna lie, Saw, I actually really enjoy Saw. But that's more,
I understand
but
why
it's
you
never
would like
seen
it.
that.
slasher film.
There's certain parts that I'm like, oh, that was fucking gnarly. But like when he has to dig in his own eye to get a key that's not behind his eye,
No.
nah,
See, that
I'm
part
cool on
was-
that.
That part was nasty, but like because I didn't see Jigsaw, but I
That's
I've
a s-
watched-
that's
Dang, I
like
need to start watching
one
movies.
of the recents.
that's their most recent one with Chris Rock in it, and they think that it's the same guy.
Oh yeah, but it's
from
a dude that
Jigsaw.
he taught his
No.
stuff to. Yeah,
No,
you didn't watch it
I watched the clip of it explaining why he does what he does.
because he wants revenge on somebody else.
Yeah, he wants revenge on like all the people in it.
So,
are
that's
revenge
right. He
for
wasn't
everything.
taught by him.
He wasn't.
He
taught
just
by-
studied the shit.
He studied this shit.
Yeah, that's right.
After his wife died.
Wait, so
and
he's-
then anybody that
Replicated
played a
it
role,
all.
Anybody that played a role in his wife's death by any form or fashion, he like
Gets revenge
makes
on
it-
them?
He basically pins it off and like tries to pin it on the original Jigsaw killer.
Yeah,
Oh, so
that's
it's
why
like a
he
copycat?
replicates all of
That's
his.
why he copycats the Jigsaw murders.
Because at one point they both, because he is in the movie, like
That-
he's in all of his own tricks that he planned.
Okay.
So he does everything with everybody else because they do it as a group rather than one by one,
Yeah.
like the rest of the movies.
Mhm.
And at the end, there's one part where they put this collar on with like lasers that melt through shit.
And the
And
first
his, yeah,
he fakes his death and he does the blood dye packs on the inside and he looks dead and then the guy's voice starts talking and the lasers come up on the other guys and like
it starts to
burn a hole.
cuts his hair.
It starts to cut his hair and it starts to burn holes in the ceiling above
And he looks
him.
over to the other
And
guys.
he looks
and
over to
his-
the other and it stops and he's like, oh thank God, and then he just starts to see the other guy get up that
And
he thought
uncollar
just died,
himself.
and uncollar himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it explains like why
And you
he's
literally
doing
can see
what
it in the movie. The lasers do end up like hexagoning his face. And with an apple cutter,
Mhm.
you push
Yeah.
it down, the center comes out,
Yeah.
and all the apple slices split off.
Yeah.
That's what he does to his head. Like
Wait,
all
so
kinds
the-
of slices just fall
So
off.
the copycat was in the original one?
No.
No, I'm saying he
I'm so
did all
confused.
the
Like,
tricks.
In the original like Saws, I think there's 6 Saws, 6 or 7
There's a
Saws,
handful.
and then there's Jigsaws. The original Saws, those are I can literally see his name, but I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. He, like Evan was saying, he's in each part of his, whenever he does the murders, he's
Oh,
a part
he's
of
a
it.
part of
but
it?
he
Oh, okay,
tries
now
to
I get
play
it.
off like he's also
Like he's a
somebody
victim?
that is kidnapped and had to go through this shit.
Oh, okay. That's
all-
right. That's where I got confused. Okay.
The other one that also kind of like grossed me out was when that lady had to put her hand in that thing of
The box.
Yeah,
to
the
get
box
key.
to get the key, and as she's like trying to pull it back out, like the way they designed it is,
You can get it in, but you can't get it
Yeah,
back
you
out.
can't
You're
get it
gonna have
back
to, like,
out.
rip your hand apart,
yeah,
and
and she dead ass like gets her arm out, and her arm's still in the box. From my understanding,
I didn't get that far. Because this is
the
the
oven one was nasty too.
oven one I enjoyed.
Man, chill out there, yay.
Like I just enjoyed it because it was like this is the reason I enjoy like the Saw films. They all have a way to be beat. That's the whole premise of it.
Oh,
is
yeah, when you look back
there's-
at it.
if you were like the whole saying like calmer minds prevail,
Mm-hmm.
that's the whole basis of those movies. Is
I'm not
if
bending
if
down
they
for your
weren't
water
so
Okay.
if they weren't so on edge with what could happen,
They would have figured
they
out what
coulda
was
figured it out,
happening.
like the box scenario that Evan's talking about. there was literally sticks in the room with her. Had she literally just stuck a stick in the box and knocked the key off,
She would have been fine.
She would have been fine.
Yeah.
Like, she could have got the key and it would have been a big deal.
And there's other ways, like you're with a group of people. Like, have everybody grab one of the edges, push it up with their fingertips, and then you could put your arm up there, grab it, and pull it out without it.
Yeah.
And
And everybody watches it happen, too. Like, they don't even care to, like, help at all.
Yeah,
Well, in that
and that's the
situation,
whole.
They're like, I'm not doing that. You do that. I'm not
Yeah.
going to help you either.
Yeah, and that's like because that same movie when they all get locked in the house together, that same movie is the same one with the oven.
Yeah, the oven.
And the chick that jumps into the hole in the ground, full of syringes, trying to find
Why
the
would you
cure.
do that?
Trying to find the
Oh,
cure.
yeah.
Syringe. She jumps in and she's like walking around and you see her like stand up and she's got like fucking needles all in her arm and shit and she like dies.
Because at first she jumps down and one of them was sticking straight up and it goes through her foot, right?
Oh.
Yeah, through the foot.
And then so she pulls it out. And then as she's like rummaging, dealing with pain, there's like 8 more in her.
And the syringe was never in there to begin with.
Yeah. Like most of the time, like that's why the eyeball one grossed me out. Because they don't explain that the key was not in his head until after he killed himself.
Dang.
Trying to find the key. And you know what's the best part?
Where was
that's
the key, though?
literally the first kill, and I think that's the second movie. That's literally
the second movie, yeah.
That's literally how the movie starts. Is the guy is sitting in the chair, and he's got the thing on him, and then he's like, the key is behind your eye, and you got to basically scoop your fucking eyeball out.
Well,
to get to
but
the
they
key.
don't
where
even
was the
give him
key?
like anything useful. So he's like
Digging at it with
chopping up
his
his
eye?
eyeball, trying to like get pieces out, and it's pretty gross.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, bro. But like I said, I can watch those movies like the Friday the 13th and the Halloweens and
I have not.
Halloween ain't even scary.
I have not seen any of those movies. Like Scream, none of those.
Seeing how you have almost the complete series of all of them in your house blows my mind.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you've
I've
never
never
seen
seen
you know
them.
what? That's the funny thing is I say I enjoy those. I've never seen Scream all the way through. I have never seen a single Scream all the way through.
I want to see the
I've
original
never-
Scream.
I've never seen. I've never even watched Halloween. I've
Not
never
even a
seen,
most recent.
I have not seen even.
I have all of the
most
Halloween movies,
I've
and I haven't
probably
either.
seen would be maybe like 2 minutes.
That's wild.
I haven't seen the most I've seen.
That's
of
because you
Halloween
watch
is
all them YouTube
commercials.
breakdowns and then they show their like 10-second clips in the video breakdowns. And you're like, oh yeah, that's a good movie. Because they basically tell you the plot.
Yeah, that's the whole
Yeah.
point. Because I know for a fact I can't hang when it comes to scary movies.
They're
Like
not
You
scary.
can't sit there.
the thing though too is like
Like Halloween specifically.
yeah, but you
is not
gotta
scary at all.
you gotta figure though.
It's a thriller to me.
Yeah, that's what this slasher thriller kind of thing. That's the same thing behind Jordan Peele's movies. Technically, he
Those are
considers them are thrillers.
That did not thrill me at all.
But no, I just because of the way I am, how hyper aware of everything that I've got going on around me.
You don't have time to stare it.
I don't have the and the way my mind races at times. Like I just know I would get fucking mad paranoid. Like I know it would now, and like that's the other thing about the slasher films, is it's like especially Halloween in particular. Like they basically have done enough damage to him over even one movie. Like a normal person would be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I was saying,
I can understand like the Jason situation because
yeah,
dude's
he's
already basically dead.
well, and it was like the same one with Hatchet. Remember watching Hatchet growing up? When we lived over there in King Carroll,
You're gonna have to give me a movie breakdown.
we
here.
watched Hatchet. It was the one where it's a kid with like a learning disability. He's like mentally like retarded.
Impaired?
Yeah, impaired. And he's like he doesn't look normal. Like he's got a lot of stuff wrong with him. Like he just had bad birth or something, bad genes, something like that. And the kids from school make fun of him. And so they on Halloween night they dress up and they go and throw firecrackers on the front door and catch the house on fire and it kills his mom. And he burns.
I would cry.
And he ends up staying in that house. And then people are going on a tour bus through the swamps.
Victor Crowley?
What?
Is his name Victor Crowley? Because there's apparently 4 movies.
Let me see that because I want to know which
Yeah, I
one
wanna
it is
see
I
that.
saw.
Apparently, there's 4 of them. I'm gonna assume his name is Victor Crowley, because the last movie is literally named that. That sounds horrible, though.
I would probably cry if I watched.
I don't
that
know. With
movie.
Halloween, bro, that one, you can tell after the originals where they kept up with them, like they have the past few years.
Yeah,
Because they, with all of those franchises, like,
they go so in depth with.
well, not
in-depth
even
with
that.
it.
I'm just like specifically with Halloween, they should have stopped after like
It's this one, Ev. It's the first Hatchet we watched.
Okay. They should have stopped after the first Halloween or the fourth Halloween, because anything after that was literally just like repeated.
That's
Everybody thinks he's in prison, or everybody thinks he's dead. He's not dead, and he goes back to kill the grandma, which was the original lady from the first ones, and
and that's
this
the whole
and that. And,
and that's the whole premise of the whole and
and the whole town hates him, and then
yeah,
it's just
that's
like, I'm sorry, you're not gonna come out of a house on fire and still be alive.
the
No.
whole ending of the last one before they did this newest one.
Yeah, that's when he comes
literally,
out of the house on fire.
He fucking catches on, like, she sets the house on fire on him.
And he walks out
then
the house
He
perfectly
eats
fine.
like 3-4 shotgun.
Yeah,
Shots.
he takes that shit.
Okay.
And then he gets out of the fucking burning house, saved by the firefighters,
Perfectly
and kills
fine.
the firefighters with their own fucking axe.
Yeah, just obliterates them
Break
all.
into the house. And it was like, that shit doesn't make sense, but that's the whole reason I like slasher films and
But
like
that kind of tells you that he's not actually a person.
And the logic behind them don't make sense. That dude is slow. Like, I'm sorry, you're gonna walk and still beat him?
that's the whole thing is the movies don't make sense. Like,
No.
that's why I like Saw. That's why I like slasher films, because it's very obvious that it's like, bro, this would never fucking happen. Like, the Saw one would be the most maybe realistic of them all, but at the end of the day, you're like, bro, if you just go into it and like take this minute to just think about what you're doing, you could literally like avoid this whole fucking situation.
So
Yeah.
it's like that fight or flight situation is like, they're, instead of going into like flight mode, they're going
They're
into
fighting.
fight mode.
No,
They're like, we gotta risk everything.
No, that's considered the flight mode because they're panicking.
Or yeah, sorry, yeah.
They're
That's
not
right.
fighting because if you fight, like, yeah, there's like an elevated emotional discharge,
You're thinking about everything
but you're
before
you're
doing
still
it.
cognizant of what you're doing. You're
Yeah,
thinking
okay.
about the long-term consequences.
Flight,
They're
you're
in
just trying to
flight,
get out there.
Like, they're just trying to get away. They're just trying to get out of the situation, and because of that, they're not all there.
Yeah.
So they make stupid fucking mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, Ev, I know we've seen this one growing up too. P, maybe you've seen it. Signs. Have you seen Signs?
No way she's seen Signs.
That one. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Have you rewatched it since we were little?
I have.
Have you? I have not
have.
yet.
The creepiest part, the part that really fucked me up in that movie was, remember when it comes into the house and then she ends up locking it into I think it was the pantry, and it slides its hand underneath the door, like it sticks its fingertips underneath the door.
Oh yeah.
And she chops the fingers off with the fucking butcher knife.
Yeah, now
That's
okay.
the creepiest part of that movie. But all in all, the mind fuck that you go on watching that movie.
Like, is it scary or confusing?
It would be considered thriller, maybe.
Oh,
It would
okay.
probably be considered horror thriller. But basically, like, the whole premise of it is it's a guy, Mel Gibson, who used to be married. His wife died, and then he still had 2 kids and the brother. He had his brother and the 2 kids. But he was a pastor when his wife died. Like, his wife had passed away, I think in a car accident, isn't it?
I don't know.
She dies in a car accident, I think. And so, like, the family's kind of left disjointed. But then eventually aliens come to Earth and they start fucking with these people. But then you find out that the book that they end up using to, like, it's a NASA book talking about, like, what to do if aliens arrive. The whole premise of this movie is the book is, in their time, written by the dad after this all happens. But the book is now. And it's like Signs, like, there's signs of how to get out of this. And so basically the aliens can't be like the alien water will kill the aliens.
Okay.
So the brother ends up at one point, like the alien ends up coming in the house, and the brother just is like, fuck this, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to protect my family. And he takes a baseball bat and starts beating the shit out of this alien, and it's not doing anything until he hits it into a cupboard. And there was a glass of water on top of the cupboard, and it falls on the alien, and the alien, like, starts to take up damage. So he just starts beating the fuck out of him with a baseball bat, because the whole, like, at one point, they're like, well, where do we go to be safe? And in the book,
go to a swimming pool.
It's them sleeping next to a lake.
That's spooky.
So it was...
I understand the cornfields, dry everywhere, because it happens on a cornfield, yeah?
I think it happens on a farm. I know that for a fact.
A farm of some sort.
There's a pond. There's a body of water by them.
Okay.
And that's why they go to the lake, but then they start to realize, like, oh, water is bad, like, will kill them. Let's just beat the hell out of them with water, basically, was the whole premise at the end. And so, it happens. Okay. I'm
not going cap, bro. I straight up thought that was a gunshot or something.
What about the first one?
I heard that one.
That one.
Loud and clear. It said,
but yeah, I tried the first one I held it together and keep pushing. I couldn't do it that time. Whoa. Peyton's just going to sit here and she's going to put her microphone by my ass. Just wait for me to fart. That'd be. I could clip it. Bro. I could definitely make that a clip.
No. You would too.
I just
opening clip. It'd be the opening clip.
One episode we got a bunch of burps. This episode, let's just get a bunch of rips in.
Yeah, we'll just get a bunch of farts in, and last one we got a bunch of burps in.
All right, back to your topic, buddy. Since we're ranting about movies for a minute.
Well, I told Pete we might as well just rant on movies at this point. It's actually a pretty cool conversation.
We're gonna stick to movies this entire time.
We're already an hour in.
So move on to something else.
Okay, now we'll go to you because you're not a movie watcher.
No,
not really.
I can't sit through movies.
I would say you only watch things other people have watched, minus like.
To an extent, with movies, yes, because I can't sit through movies like you guys can.
I don't understand the logic behind people. How can you sit there and want to finish a show of 15 episodes and each episode are 45 minutes?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Fuck that. Just give me a loaded up movie that is 2 hours and 45 minutes long, and then I'll wait a year and see the continuing one of it.
Yeah, Peyton, see, the reason he went on that is because that is you, bro. You watched, oh, what the fuck is that movie? New Girl.
That's a TV show.
Yes, I know. You've watched New Girl. You've watched The Vampire Diaries. You've watched.
It's because if
Jane
you guys
the
pay attention,
Glee.
I hate Glee.
Oh, you didn't watch that one?
I used to with mom. I used to with mom, and then I tried to rewatch it a couple years ago and hated it.
I think that's honestly the reason why. Like, not on no fruity shit, but I don't really have control over my TV remote at my house, and so I kind of just get stuck watching whatever's watching.
Yeah.
Did you see they're making a documentary on Glee?
No, I'm not talking about Glee. I don't give a shit for that show.
Like,
I watched it, but it sucked. I'm talking about Grey's Anatomy. If it wasn't for watching a few episodes with mom, I probably wouldn't be able to watch it now. I'd be like, nah, fuck that.
Grey's Anatomy
it's actually not a terrible show. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not also like.
It's not
if
as
I had the
hyped up
controller,
as it
I would not go out of my way and watch it. But
Yeah.
if somebody put it on, I'll be like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll sit here and watch it.
I hate Grey's Anatomy.
It shouldn't be as hyped as it is. Like, it's a decent show.
Agreed.
But it should not be, oh my god, I'm going to go out of my way to watch this for 4 hours.
Like, all right, we'll limit it. We'll go.
No, what's your favorite movie, Peyton?
Well, favorite
I don't
movie?
watch
I was gonna
movies
go
like
TV
that.
shows.
Like,
you have to have a favorite fucking movie.
I genuinely don't because I don't watch movies.
You're fucking tripping.
Okay, your
genuinely
most
don't.
Favorite show.
A movie that you've watched recently that you actually like enjoyed, whether it was super funny, it was super scary, it was thrilled or whatever. Most recent movie that you were like, I fuck with that.
Probably this most recent Spider-Man movie.
Oh, when we went?
Yeah, when the three of us went. Yeah.
Was that your favorite movie because of the movie, or was it because it was a dope ass time?
It's because of the movie. The time was just fun, but it's because of the movie.
Okay. Ev, what's your favorite movie?
I gotta go top 3, bro.
Top 3. Rip
What's
it
your
off.
top 3?
3. So I'll go 3 to 1. I always do that.
Okay.
Number 3 is probably
His third favorite movie. He doesn't even know the name.
I
of.
know the movie. Fuck.
No,
What's
he
it about?
doesn't.
It's the VR movie.
Oh, Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
1's 3.
I watched that like 4 days ago because it was on the TV.
I've never seen it.
It's a decent movie. It's a pretty good movie.
Endgame is 2.
Endgame 2?
Endgame 2. And number 1.
1, bro. I gotta
Yeah.
hear this.
Number 1? Actually, I'm going to put Endgame 1 and put...
It's gonna be a Spider-Man movie.
No.
Deadpool?
I would put Deadpool 2 at 2,
Yeah.
but to
You
me...
think Deadpool 2 is better than Deadpool 1?
No. You didn't let
Oh.
me finish. Deadpool 1 is second place.
Oh, okay.
But only due to the
I
fact
thought
of
he meant the second one.
when I went to see it, who I saw it with, and the fact that that's the first fucking Deadpool movie. Like, second was still fucking great.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like, there was more.
Like, my man stuck a power line in this juggernaut's ass and electrocuted his ass.
Dude, that movie.
That was funny.
Those movies are awesome because the action's good, but it's
They
also
say
Did you ever watch
out
Free
of
Guy?
pocket things.
absolutely dumb as hell. No.
Did you watch Free Guy?
No.
Oh, that movie's kind of good too.
I think I walked in on into your guys' room when you guys still lived here when you guys were watching it. I've seen the part where he's fighting Homeboy and
that looks just like him.
that looks just like him, but then he like grabs Captain America's shield.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of teases. There's like Ready Player One teases. Like there's a bunch of movies
Yeah.
that he teases in that.
And a lot of
movie.
them are movies he's been in.
Yeah, because it's basically similar to Ready Player One.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just
It's a
Ryan
VR
Reynolds'
game.
twist. Yeah.
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 But it was almost like a movie about living in GTA 5. is
Yeah.
how I would
Oh,
put
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, that's how once he realizes that he's in a
He's
video
an
game.
NPC, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I don't know if I could ever do a top 5 or a top 3 movie list.
You got a number one?
No, it's such a revolving door. Like
It always changes.
It really like is dependent upon my mood. Like I would say,
Do you
like,
have top one in certain genres?
no, because if you really like watch, like pay attention to what I watch, it's almost always
The same.
action thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Action,
Star
thriller,
Wars.
adventure. Or sci-fi. Sci-fi is huge.
Yeah.
I
give
watch
you
a
that.
lot of sci-fi.
I enjoy movies that are funny sci-fi rather than like true sci-fi. Like,
My favorite
like Paul.
Paul is Paul wouldn't be. Paul
It's
would
still
be
sci-fi.
considered comedic sci-fi.
You would just consider a comedian.
I would
Or
yes,
comedic.
I would just consider a comedy.
Well, they kind of break down the whole alien idea
I mean,
in a
yeah.
gist.
I mean, and they do
I
kind of
haven't seen it,
sci-fi
so I can't
movies.
speak on that.
Or a hot
You've
tub
never
time
seen
machine.
I've
Paul?
never seen Paul. I don't
Dude, it
watch
is a
movies.
pain in the
so I
ass to
don't-
find something that
can't
it's
see
streamed
anything.
on.
I know. I can't find what it's on
All right,
because I've.
favorite show.
That I have to do top 3.
Yeah, I definitely have to do top 5.
Psych.
Nah, top 3.
Yeah,
no top
Peyton
5
Psych
shit.
is for sure your number 1. bro.
Love Psych.
Oh my
Love
god, I
Psych.
can't watch that
I
show.
hate
You
that.
watched
Love
it
Sh-
way
I
too much.
Love Psych. I was watching it when I came over to Sean's last weekend.
It's just funny
Love
though.
Psych.
It's obnoxious funny. Like it's so dumb.
That's why I
It's due
love
to the
it so
fact
much.
that
It's
one dude
so
is like
stupid.
logically inclined and the other one is just not.
Nah,
Sean
he's
is
supposed-
so
'cause Isn't one of
stupid
them a
because-
psychic?
Yeah, he pretends to be psychic because his entire life his dad was a detective, so he was like teaching him how to observe things without people noticing he's observing things. So he used that to be a psychic,
Yeah,
and he's
I've seen
so
the show.
stupid. Like he's so stupid because he knows
then
he's
Gus?
so smart, and Gus is the logical one because he keeps Sean in track.
Oh, the guy's name is Sean?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what's up. Shout out to you.
Yeah, that show's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
Love
number 1?
That show.
Psych is
Yeah.
number 1.
2?
New Girl. Number 3 is Jane the Virgin.
What?
I'm with you on New Girl.
Dog shit.
New Girl is
I
fire.
love
go.
New Girl.
No, you go, bro.
So, honestly, due to the fact of the last 3 seasons low-key being dog shit, it is going to be my number 3 instead of my number 2 instead of my number 1. Number 2 is The Flash.
You
The
thought
Flash
the
is
last
pretty
3
good.
seasons have been ass?
Compared to the first 3?
Compared to the first 3, the last 3 kind of suck.
That's another one I've only seen clips on.
My dad is watching
This
that right now, so
fucking
I'm
guy.
watching it.
What, the new one? The new season?
No, he's rewatching all of it.
Oh, yeah. I might, to be honest.
I like the first seasons more than the last seasons.
Okay,
Agreed.
So Evan, are you doing top 2?
Yeah, because I couldn't fill in 3, to be honest.
What's number 1?
Number 1 favorite show? There's not a lot of seasons of it, but due to the fact that I literally finished a whole show start to finish in like a 24-hour period, I'd probably say Outer Banks.
Outer Banks is such a good show. I'm
I've
so
never
excited
seen
for
it.
season 3.
It's so fire.
I'm so excited for season 3.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Just like I love the plot. The
Yeah.
friend group is phenomenal.
The friend group is realistic.
And I enjoy the fact that everybody's got
Issues.
something going on.
Yeah.
Something.
And they're all like,
You-
they all communicate with each other about it.
Yeah.
And they're there for each other with all of it.
Like it's low-key fire, but I don't
It's a
watch
good
TV
show.
shows. So it'd be like my 4 shows that I've finished are very limited
Yeah.
because I'm a movie and YouTube guy. I'm not
I
TV
feel
shows.
you.
I'm the opposite of that. I watch TV shows. I don't watch YouTube and movies.
Now, if I've already started and finished Peaky Blinders, oh shit, what am I tweaking about? Sorry, Flash is 2, Outer Banks is 1, and Sons of Anarchy is 3.
I was gonna say, as soon as you said Peaky Blinders, I knew exactly where you were.
So yeah, I wanna start Peaky Blinders, and I low key wanna start Game of Thrones, but people say not to start on like season 1 and 2. They say to like start way
way later.
shit and
I've
then
heard.
watch it.
That's the same thing I've heard, because when I tried to get into Game of Thrones, because I like that kind of shit,
Yeah.
I got 2 episodes.
Somebody recommended Vikings to me, which is same plot, same spiel, like same
Kinda.
idea.
Not really, not to Game of Thrones, no.
Well, Game of Thrones is its own flavor.
Like, because Game of Thrones, I feel, is totally different. Vikings based in some facet of reality. Game of Thrones is like completely made up.
Game of
shit.
Thrones is just crazy.
No, because I tried watching Game of Thrones, and I got 2 episodes in, and I was like, this show is fucking dog ass.
It's
Like,
slow.
exactly. I'm like, the
Game of
only reason
Thrones?
I got into
Dude,
it.
45-minute episodes and you maybe like get an understanding of 2 characters in 45 minutes.
Because
That's
it
ridiculous.
switches between so many different people.
Yeah, there's so much shit going on.
If I had to build a top 5 shows list,
You're going 5?
I have to go 5.
Just because you watch so many
I
shows?
have, because I'm like, and there's obviously. a
Oh
ranking
shit!
theme.
4. Oh no! Sorry. Now that I'm thinking about it, sorry, I'm interrupting you. So Flash is number 5 or number
You said 2.
You said 2.
number 2. Okay, so yeah, so Sons of Anarchy is 4, and then Flash is 3, Breaking Bad is 2, and then Outer Banks. Actually, no, Breaking Bad's number 1, bro. That show's fire.
You
I
have
watched
rewatched
a
that
few
show
episodes
so many
of
times.
Breaking Bad, but
That show's so fire.
So if I was to do 5,
I might even boot Outer Banks out just simply due to the fact that there's only 3 seasons. Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, and The Flash have a gang of seasons.
well, Sons of Anarchy, isn't that like? An
Oh, I gotta
11
do a
season?
list. I gotta do top 5.
That show. Oh my god.
That was like an 8 to like 13 season show.
Yeah, because I think, what is it, South Park, Simpsons, Family
I
Guy,
cannot stand
and like
South
Futurama,
Park.
those shows are like the longest season shows.
Sopranos.
It's The Sopranos?
It's The Sopranos.
What are they at? What seasons
They
are they?
were-
Because I
they
know Family Guy and The
did-
Simpsons are at like 20.
Yeah, well, they don't consider those.
Grey's Anatomy is
they're
a really
not
long one.
considered the same thing as what The Sopranos are.
because it's
The
an actual live
Sopranos,
action.
It's not an animated thing.
Right.
The
Grey's
Sopranos,
Anatomy is
I
really
think,
long.
Went for Grey's Anatomy is about to break the Sopranos record. I think Sopranos went on
But The Sopranos kept their viewership up throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
A lot of people fell off with Grey's Anatomy. Like, you watched it for, like, 2 seasons,
I watched
maybe.
the first 5 seasons.
It did good for a while, and then it just people stopped watching it because everyone was
killing off main people.
Yeah, everyone was dying, so they're like, "Why am I watching this show?" And then it got
Derrick
super
died,
popular
his
again.
sister died.
People were leaving.
They killed off O'Malley. They killed
007.
Burke left.
Gray didn't die, but Gray's sister died.
Yeah, Meredith's sister
Amelia
died. You had what's the blonde girl's name?
Izzy.
Izzy. Yeah, Izzy left. They had so much turnover. No, if I'm doing a top 5, there's
I have to do a top 5.
I would say number 1 would be The Mandalorian.
You love that show. It's ridiculous.
The Mandalorian is far and away.
So you're just going based off, like, liking.
Oh, absolutely. Hell yeah.
What are you going
based off longevity due to the fact that, like, there's good-ass shows out there, but there's not enough to, like, argue with a show that's been great for, like, 15 seasons.
See, this is my
I'm going
opinion.
based off liking.
Yeah, I'm going off liking because this is my opinion.
I said
Mandalorian has, I believe, 22 episodes
per season.
No,
Just
total.
in general?
Between the 2 seasons, there's, I believe, 22 episodes, if even.
11 per season sounds right.
It might even be 8.
I think it's
it's
minimal. Like, it's
8.
small.
It's small. It's not.
But their shits are like 52 minutes long or something like that.
They fluctuate super tough, which is my only complaint with the show. But The Mandalorian is kick-ass because it's a different side of Star Wars that you don't see through the movies or the other shows. So I would say Mandalorian 1, Rick and Morty 2.
Fire.
Because Rick and Morty is fucking hilarious.
It's one of those. It's
so
honestly
obnoxious.
like it's not like
seen
every
one
other
episode.
animated show to start with.
Oh, hell no.
And like, as much as people don't think that they all tie together, they do tie together.
Yeah, because the whole joke and the whole running joke in the show is that none of this shit's canon. Yet you see flashbacks from like evil Morty. You see flashbacks from Alpha Rick. Or Rick Prime, rather.
Yeah.
You see stuff from, like, older episodes, like you've got it starts with a V. Last time I called it the Venerator, but that's not what they're called. But Rick and Morty would be 2. I would say Star Wars, The Clone Wars would be 3.
Fire.
And that's one that's long. That's 22 episodes a season, and it's literally 7 seasons long. So there's 148 seasons.
And their episodes are pretty...
about a half hour.
Yeah.
25 minutes.
They're pretty decent.
So they're decent.
22 to 25 minutes. And that's a really good one. I would say...
I know Bad Batch is going to be top 5 after this year, probably.
It'll be after this year, but I wouldn't put it there yet. I would say, so I got... This is going to be such a...
That's also what I liked about Bad Batch. Like, I watched Clone Wars and everything, but I like that they're doing the After Order 66 type shit.
Yeah, and it's, again, a different side of Star Wars that you don't see through the movies and everything.
It's not only about Luke Skywalker or Anakin.
Yeah, it's not about the Skywalkers. No, so I got... What did I say? I said Mandalorian 1... I said Rick and Morty 2, Star Wars: The Clone Wars 3. I would put...
You got some animated shows up in there.
God, there's ones like Moon Knight I want to put in there. There's ones like...
You have to. I don't care if there's one season. That show is fucking fire.
There's shows like the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Fire.
I want to put... You haven't seen it, Evan. How to Get Away with Murder.
No.
That's a really good
That's
one.
like a GMA show.
No.
Bro, trust. That show is intense.
Really?
Because that's the dude that... Or no, How to Get Away with
Murder
is about the teacher that's...
The teacher that's...
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought it was.
The teacher that's committing murder.
So what's the one about...
teaching her students how to get out of it, and they end up killing her husband in the first season and get away with it.
That's crazy.
It's crazy because each season... And, like, the thing is, it's...
Did you ever watch Shameless?
No, never got into Shameless.
I know.
I see clips
Everybody
of it all
has
the time.
Shameless on their tops.
I hated Shameless. I watched...
I've only seen clips
you got
of
shows
it.
like Trailer Park Boys, The Office.
I can't...
I
don't like The Office.
Okay, to finish out my...
I don't like The Office.
What?
Friends? I don't like The Office.
Friends?
Dog shit.
I don't like Friends.
You're fucking tripping.
The more I see clips, I kind of want to watch it, but I'm cool with clips only.
Joey is fucking hilarious, bro. Like,
Joey is
I just
the
seen
only
a clip
person
of
I
him
can
hiring
tolerate.
somebody to like act like him, and he comes in the house and he goes, "Oh, hey, Monica, hey, Chandler," grabs a Coke, and then he goes, he says something, and then Joey actually, like, real Joey comes in and he goes, "No, this is how you say it," and they're like, "Who is that?"
oh,
and he
how
like,
you doing?
"How you do?" Yeah, and he
Yep.
like explains what's going on.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's pretty funny."
No, Friends is
Joey's the only person I like. I don't like the rest of them.
Chandler. You know what's crazy?
I have to do
Joey's
my
not
top
even
5.
Joey's not even my favorite from Friends.
Who's your
You're
favorite?
gonna say Monica.
Nope, it's by far Chandler.
You're gonna
Really?
say Chandler?
Fucking yeah, because he's such a smartass and his sense of humor isn't like Joey's sense of humor. Like
It's
Joey's
elevated.
funny because he's dumb.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
dumb funny.
Chandler's funny because he's quick witted. He says smart ass shit, and that's the same sense of humor I have with like smart ass.
Especially when what's the tall dude's name?
Ross.
So when Ross and
I hate Ross.
Joey are dating the same chick, I get why you choose
Rachel?
Chandler and Joey dated the same chick.
No, it was Ross.
It was
and
Rachel.
Joey.
Chandler goes to the couch and he's like, "What was the name of you guys dating?"
Yes, they're both
And then they
dating
say the
black
same
girl.
thing.
Yeah, it's the black chick. I
Yeah.
know who you're talking about.
I seen that clip. today.
Rachel is who Ross dates on and off throughout the show.
I know, because there's
They
the...
have a kid too, yeah.
Yeah, they have a girl at the end of the TV show before it cancels. No, so to finish out my list before we get way too sidetracked on
You're
this.
not gonna put Big Bang up there.
See,
Big
that's
Bang's a good show.
There's
Big
so
Bang's a good
many
show.
good shows.
I'm putting The Mandalorian, Rick and Morty, Star Wars Clone Wars. What did I still don't have 4 or 5. I'm gonna put Moon Knight. Fuck.
It's honestly like it's that thing where you draft, where everybody like writes down stuff and then you draft.
You
your
draft
top
pick
You
'em.
know what? Let's switch it then. We're not gonna do top 5. We're gonna do five picks. We'll go in the 8 like in order. So youngest.
So
to
if somebody
oldest.
has the same thing, you can't.
You can't use it.
Yeah, you can't. So once it's picked, it's picked.
Ugh.
In first pick, first round.
We-
TV show.
Oh, psych.
Oh, sweet. You're up, Ev.
The Flash.
What?
That's a pretty good show.
The Mandalorian.
Insatiable.
Don't even know what that is,
I
so
don't
don't
It's
bother
like the
me.
Debbie Ryan show where she like kills her boyfriend, and no, she beats up this dude, this homeless dude.
Ooh, I got
because
what
she's
I don't
fat,
think you guys are gonna have.
And so
So
she
num-
takes his candy bar. It's fine.
Okay, so number
So
two,
second pick.
Breaking Bad.
Okay. Number 2 for me. I'm gonna say.
Why did I pick Insatiable as number 2?
I'm gonna say Rick and Morty.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna say Outer Banks for number 3.
Dang.
Damn.
Snagged it, bro.
Damn. I just had it too. Where'd it go? Fuck.
Third pick.
Third. What did I? So, Flash.
You had Flash, Breaking Bad, Outer Banks.
No.
No,
That
like
you had
in your
Outer Banks.
original
Well, yeah,
list.
no, I know.
Yeah, but so far you've only taken Flash and
And Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
I'm low-key gonna save some because I know you guys aren't gonna choose it. I'm gonna have to go The Office.
Fuck, dude! Literally just
I don't
took
like
my
that show.
next pick. I'm gonna say, God damn, that was such that you just threw such a monkey wrench in my list, bro. I'm gonna say, fuck. I got Mandalorian, Rick and Morty. I'm gonna say Friends. I'm gonna pick.
That's
Friends.
fine by me.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Good Girls for number 4.
Girls, which one's that one, P? Is that the 2 girls that work at the restaurant?
No. It's the 3 girls. 2 of them are sisters, and one of them is the girl's best friend. You've watched the show.
Which one?
Good Girls.
Oh yeah,
They-
that shows is fire.
They rob a grocery store,
And then the whole show's about trying to like
get
away
out of
with
it because
And they
it
come
run-
across this dude.
No. So
Just pick your
the
team, bro.
gang
Just
member.
pick your team, bro.
Okay, go.
Oh, you're an asshole because that's a good ass show.
I know.
You took The Office.
I'm not gonna pick it, but Santa what is it, Santa Declare or something like that?
Santa Clarita Diet?
Yeah, that one's pretty fire too. But I'm gonna have to go piss Sean off, maybe.
Oh my God, he's gonna.
What are you picking?
No, I'm just playing. Nah, I won't do that just because that's not on my top list. I'm gonna have to go. I know you're not gonna choose it next round, so I'm cooling on that. I'm gonna have to go with. Ah, fuck, man. There's some good ones. Shit. I'm going to have Sons of Anarchy on the list, so I'm going to just pick it now. Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. Okay, so you've got Flash, Breaking Bad, The Office, Sons of Anarchy. You have Psych,
Good Insatiable, Girls, Good Girls.
Insatiable.
What else do I have? Psych, Insatiable, Good Girls.
New Girl, wasn't it?
That's number 3.
No, you said Good Girls. Didn't you do New Girls?
And New Girl.
So, yeah.
Okay. So and I've got Mandalorian, Rick.
That's not what I said.
Friends.
I don't know.
I'm going to say How to Get Away with Murder. P, you're up. Finish it off.
Number 5, Jane the Virgin.
Literally, we were not going to take a single pick. Oh, no, it was Outer Banks.
Outer Banks I took from Evan.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
it wasn't New Girl, it was Outer Banks.
That's what it was. It was Outer Banks.
So Peyton's list is Outer
Banks,
Good Girls,
Insatiable, New Girl,
Psych.
and Psych.
Yeah, because you had Psych.
Not in that order. Yeah.
Okay, I have 5th pick. Finish it off.
South Park.
I hate that show.
I fucking hate South Park.
I hate that show.
Awesome.
Okay, so I got Mandalorian, I got Rick and Morty, I got How to Get Away with Murder, and I got Friends. So I got a thriller, comedy, sci-fi.
Just putting them in categories.
I'm looking at it as this. I got a week to watch 5 shows. I ain't got nothing to do but watch shows. What do I want?
Okay.
These are my 5. I'm gonna say fuck. Because
I've
I'm
only
still
really
running.
watched.
Still running into the same problem. I got Bad Batch. I got Rebels. I've got.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Clone
Like
Wars.
you honestly have to base it off the streaming app. Honestly, like there's like a top 5 for Netflix. There's a top 5.
Oh yeah,
for Disney
absolutely.
Plus.
There's a top 5 for streaming services.
Like there is certain ones that are like a Netflix only, at least when it came out,
Yeah.
compared to like shows that were on Netflix that aren't on Netflix anymore.
You guys said Netflix, and I was like, I don't even have any off Netflix. I have one off Netflix.
It's Friends.
Warrior Nuns.
The fuck is
The
that?
Warrior Nuns.
Nah.
Oh my.
Dookie. That's
I
your
don't think Friends is
that's
on
your
Netflix.
5th pick?
No.
Oh.
That's
I don't
you've
think
never
Friends
even
is on
seen
Netflix
it.
no
How
more.
are you gonna hate on it?
It sounds gay as shit.
It does not sound very
It's
good.
so dope.
I don't know what happened.
Oh fuck. 5th. Nobody's taking Moon Knight.
No.
Do I take Moon Knight over Rebels?
I don't know. I've never seen either of them.
I would not put either one of them over the Clone Wars.
Oh my god. Yeah, because Clone Wars is a classic. I'm gonna take
Rebel.
I'm gonna take Clone Wars.
Okay, I was gonna say Rebels is nice. Bad Batch is fire. But
Have you seen the 2 new episodes?
a Bad Batch?
Yeah.
I ain't been keeping up, bro.
Bro, they literally came out on Wednesday.
Both of them?
Both of them. They dropped 2 episode premiere. And it's good, bro.
See,
It's already good.
Don't get me wrong. Like that's what I like specifically about Netflix.
Get up, bro.
Is I like having the ability to like wait a year or 2 or maybe more on a show for it to be complete when it drops.
Yeah.
Because you're going to tell me you're going to be like, oh, it's my favorite show, new season, and you can't binge it because
It's like 2
episode
episodes.
by episode.
Yeah.
But I
don't
also
care.
do like that due to the suspense.
It builds anticipation.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I love The Mandalorian so much. Because it was like, anyone that
You'll be
really
thinking about it
wants-
all week.
You really, like, the people that are really in the know in Star Wars, like myself and Sam, we sit there and we see all these different, like, open threads that they can pull from. And you're just sitting there going, for the whole week, like you said, you're like,
Especially
fuck,
the one
is
with
this
the
the
dark
episode?
saber.
yeah, bro, like, you're like, fuck, dude,
what's gonna happen?
I liked the Marvel ones. I liked the Marvel ones that
Those
did
are pretty
that.
straightforward, though.
That's why I liked Moon Knight, because Moon Knight felt like
Oh,
you
yeah,
did
Moon
know
Knight
what
was fire.
coming. You did know what was coming.
Same with
Loki.
Loki, yeah.
Yeah, Loki was
the
my
one
favorite
that
one.
showed that Loki slacked on, like, you can't assume what's gonna happen was Loki, Winter Soldier, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, you kind of assumed what was gonna happen the next episode.
But you couldn't prove it.
Show.
That's my favorite out of all of them.
Over Moon Knight?
Absolutely.
You're taking Falcon and the Winter Soldier over Moon Knight.
Yes, bro.
Wow.
I will say Moon Knight was a better produced and everything show, but two of my favorite people that were literally best friends of my second favorite Marvel character, like, nah, choosing that. Give me that.
Yeah.
The humor and the shit between those two are phenomenal. Like when they go to therapy and they have to sit face to face, leg to leg.
Their legs are interlinked.
Like, come on. I
Over
read The Hobbit when it first came out in 1972.
I'm
Like,
gonna be completely
just
honest. I did not watch that one.
You didn't watch Moon Knight.
No. Or Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I didn't watch that one either.
What ones
you
have
might as well
watched?
get two backhands for that.
Loki, the Wanda one.
WandaVision?
Yeah.
That one was
WandaVision
fire.
was a banger.
They still need to, like, bring back White Vision.
What
Like,
else
you
did I
can't,
watch?
you can't not.
Bro, they're talking about making him a member of the Thunderbolts.
Really?
Thunderbolt.
I haven't heard news on that one.
Yeah, they're talking about bringing him back for the Thunderbolts, bro.
I don't know. With their lineup as of now, the Thunderbolts seems kind of dog shit. Like, I'd rather go with, what is it, the Midnight Suns or something?
If they, again, I'm going to keep banging this drum.
I'm buying that game, by the way.
Until Kevin Feige wakes the fuck up and listens, they need to do fuck a TV show. I don't want to see Midnight Suns in a TV show.
Well, not in a TV show.
I want to see Midnight Suns like they've done the Avengers. I want 5 fucking Midnight Suns films. Not to go like, and not that, and that not counting a Ghost Rider movie, a Blade movie, a Moon Knight
production.
movie. Like I want.
They wouldn't do a Moon Knight movie due to the fact they've already done the show.
I get that, but or at least a Punisher movie.
After 3 remakes already?
Yeah, John Bernthal was born to play Punisher.
Yeah, and he's already got his own show.
That's not considered canon.
Now it is.
Not all of it.
Yes.
They
Most of it.
Most of it. Make a goddamn movie.
You're going to tell me you're going to have Daredevil, which has done multiple, almost a full season with the Punisher, and they're just going to be like, yeah, Daredevil's part of it from the Netflix series, but Daredevil's not?
But not all of Daredevil's canon. So you could just say, fuck that season, bro. No,
those 2 seasons of Punisher, or I think it's 2, it might be more. Those seasons are fire. And especially since it's the same Kingpin, you fuck.
Oh, that's true, and it's the same Kingpin and Hawkeye. All right, you know what? Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
All right.
This almost got very heated.
This is mainly how our Marvel conversations go.
I know.
Until he starts to rant about actually people I have not kept up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, Evan used to know a lot more about Marvel than I did. Ask Evan, not no more, bro.
I would still say I know of that. Like, I'm a close second.
I'm like 5th place in that.
No, you like
No,
99.
you're literally like last place.
Yeah.
The only person you know more Marvel than would be Mom.
Yeah.
And that's embarrassing.
That's when you hit her with who was the first guy to play Spider-Man? She'd be like,
Me?
Tom Holland.
To me?
She literally hasn't watched any movie. No, Mom.
Oh, I was about to
She's
say
seen the Tobey Maguire ones.
Well, I
She
was
didn't like
making
them, I
a
don't
joke due to the fact that she doesn't watch
doesn't
Marvel
know anything
movies.
about them.
Plus, most of the time, she ain't even watching shit. She's coloring on her phone.
She's always
Yeah, bro.
coloring on her
She's
phone.
like, I'm watching that. I'm like, you're watching it? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt if you say you're listening to it.
She started
You
using that
ain't
excuse.
watching it, bro.
She started
She's saying
using
she's
that.
listening to
She's
it?
like, I'm listening to that. I'm like, okay, then listen to my show.
That's why you tell her they got the background shit for all the streaming apps now.
No,
She can color and still listen to it.
no.
Yeah.
This is the funniest. The funniest is dad or grandpa, when you would take the remote and they're passed out and they're snoring.
And they wake up out of their sleep.
The minute you pick up the remote and go, you haven't even changed the channel. You're like about to push the button. They go, I'm watching that.
My dad does that too.
Oh, bro, your ass was just passed out.
Or the fact that they'll wake up and be like, "Oh, is my show over?" And you're like, "No, I switched it." They're like, "Why? I was watching that." And I'm like, first of all, I'm pretty sure what you originally fell asleep to is over now, and I just changed the channel to something different. And honestly, like, Dad doesn't. You can't even have a conversation with Dad about a movie that just came out, because I guarantee you he's only going to tell you about what happened in the intro. Because the other 2 hours of the movie, he's dead asleep. I'm so mad I picked that habit up. Bro, like 15 minutes in after dinner.
I do that at movie theaters.
Like, let's watch a movie. Bro, it happened in Black Adam, and I was the one that put it on. And I'm doing the whole, like...
I can remember vividly one time going up, or when I lived up there, Jess came up there and was going to stay the night with me, and we got pizza, and we're sitting there watching Hobbs and Shaw. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
And we're
we need
like,
a second one of that.
I haven't seen that either.
Peyton, I don't know what you do with your life, bro.
I would ask you if you've seen all the Fast and Furiouses, but I guarantee you the answer is no.
I have seen all of them, actually.
All of them? How many is there?
Isn't there like 8?
That's how I know you haven't seen them all.
Yeah, Peyton.
There's like 7 or 8.
You can't even say she's seen all the Fast and Furious movies if she ain't seen fucking Hobbs and Shaw.
That's not even considered part of the 10 that is out.
There's 10?
Literally
There's 9, but...
It's literally the Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. How is that not Fast and Furious?
That's their franchise.
To be fair, yeah, because that fills in the gap of certain movies.
So then, no, I have not seen all of them. So sorry.
Have you seen the originals?
Yes.
What's the first one about?
Them meeting Brian, because he's a cop, and then he goes undercover.
And the second one?
The second one's Too Fast, Too Furious. I don't remember what that one's about.
Who's in it?
Isn't that... No, Tokyo's the one with the third one.
That's the fourth one.
Yeah, that's...
No, isn't Tokyo Drift the third one?
That's technically...
Technically, in timeline order, it's like the 5th one.
I definitely should not have said anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, technically.
Oh, my goodness, bro. Yeah, nah.
I disappoint them every day.
Needless to say, like you said, Ev.
No, it's after the 6th one, technically. Because remember, Han is in Fast 5, and he's also in...
Yeah, but they thought
6.
Han was dead. Han...
No, it's the most recent 9 is when they thought he was dead. And Mr. Nobody was like, nah, he's not dead. He's right here.
That's right.
Have you seen 9?
No.
With John Cena.
No.
Dude, everybody thought it was kind of dog shit, but I think he did pretty good.
He's a good actor. He's a kick-ass.
Peacekeeper's pretty funny, though.
I haven't seen that.
That show's pretty funny. Dude, he can talk to eagles, and he always thinks that he can talk to eagles when he can't, if that makes sense. And so there was one point where, because his helmet is like this huge, like, thing. It's weird. His helmet is weird. And he gives the helmet to one of the eagles, and the eagle starts to fly towards this barn because the eagle's supposed to drop the helmet, and it blows everything up. And the eagle gets right above the barn, and then just goes, whee! And then the whole crew's just like, you know you can't do this anymore. And then the other dude's like, yeah, he's done it 3 times now. Like, that show's low-key funny more than it is, like,
well, the end. I only saw
DC related.
I only saw the very ending when, like, it gets serious and, like, a lot of people are dying and he gets pissed off and he was asking for the Justice League's help. And he...
Oh, and they deny him, and then they show up at the end.
And then he does what he, like, he's like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to do it myself, and then does it, and then they show up, and he's carrying somebody out, and he's like, fuck you, dickheads, and just walks past him, bro.
Oh, this is funny. Because at one point, he starts to talk to a praying mantis in a jar.
What?
It's weird. He thinks he can talk to animals. This shit's funny as fuck.
What even is his superpowers?
It's literally a helmet, and so you remember? Did you watch the second? What's that show? It's like all the bad guys of DC. What is it?
Suicide Squad.
Suicide. Did you watch the second one?
Uh-uh.
With Idris Elba.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So he's kind of like him. He's just like an assassin that's really good with guns and shit.
But where's the fucking helmet?
He doesn't wear the helmet in the second one, I don't think. No, he does, but his helmet doesn't really come in handy until the show comes out. And they explain
he is in both of them.
Yeah, he's not in the first one. He's in the second one.
Oh, that's right, because the second one they fight the kaiju, the big
Basically,
the big old fucking starfish.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's actually called, the kaiju.
Yeah. And then in Black Adam, they bring back Henry Cavill.
Yeah, no.
Like, it wasn't no tease like it was with Shazam, where it's like you only see his suit and somebody's walking past the table at the very end of Shazam. Mm-hmm. Which I actually, because I don't keep up with DC. Shazam, so you know at the end of Shazam when all of them are sitting in the chairs, and they're like, oh, what's the 7th chair for?
It's
for Black Adam. Yeah. Well, at the end of Black Adam, bro, he like fries like all these super. He's like a top tier like problem. And then so the lady, that black lady from Suicide Squad is like, I can send people, like, you stay here, and if you ever leave this place you're at, then I will have somebody kill you. And he's like, you've already tried that. And then they were like, well, I can bring other people from not from this planet. And he was like, bring it, and then destroyed the little like drone thing that was had her face on it talking. And then you just see out of the abyss Henry Cavill come in, and he's like, they're talking, and then like music starts to play, like they're gonna go at it, and then they stop the movie.
Yeah, you know what's fucked up?
Is
he just fired Henry Cavill?
Well, his contract, like he was done with DC when that movie came out.
It was
and they
The
were
Rock.
Like, yeah, The Rock was like, get him in here, and they were like, nah, like we can't do that. His contract's up or whatever. And he was like, all right, and then like texted him himself.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, literally.
And then they fired him a week
And then
later.
they fired him right after.
They fired him a week later.
Wow, they really did not
Henry
want
Cavill
that
has
fool.
not had a good history with like shows and shit just due to like how they do things. Like he's done with The Witcher.
He's gotten the shit end of a stick.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
every time.
Well, because The Witcher one I understand because they weren't going with how the game plays out. That's why he took that role. He was like, all right, I love the games. Let's do it. And then like as the series, like as the show went on, it like it wasn't like the game anymore. And he was like, nah, you guys need to keep it like the game. And if you're not, I'm out. And sure as shit, he bounced.
Yeah, because he left that one. But like, when it comes to Superman, he got the super shit end of the stick. But
people hated it, even though he was the best.
He is the best Superman.
Like,
He's
he
literally
fits it.
he literally looks like fucking Superman. He looks like Clark Kent.
Well, like that video I showed you the other time where he was ripped. Dude has like biceps and the build of like The Rock. Like he was ripped. Beard, hair, everything. Dude looked like Wolverine.
Yeah.
And there was talk he was supposed to take an MCU role. It's not Wolverine. But
he was never in the running for Wolverine.
Well, no, I know. It was just that one specific post made it look like he was doing that.
He's too tall to play Wolverine. In my opinion.
Wrong, because comic book Wolverine is 6'3".
No, he is not.
Or no, sorry, I switched that. He's only like 4'11".
Yeah, he's like 5'5".
Yeah.
He's small. That's the
And then
whole
they got
Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman, which is like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, because I was just about to say, even Hugh Jackman's too tall for that role,
Yeah.
and even Henry Cavill is even taller than fucking Hugh Jackman is.
Yeah.
No, I think if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to play Wonder Man.
I think that is right.
That's what I heard. Is he's supposed to play Wonder Man?
Who's Wonder Man?
I don't know. He's one of the few characters I don't know.
I'm just waiting for Guardians of the Galaxy.
They're making another one?
Bro,
Yeah,
it literally
with
comes
the
out in like
best.
2 months.
Really?
Yes.
And the dude that plays
and they kill all of them.
they don't kill all of them.
They're all done.
Nah.
Yes, Chris Pratt's done. Nebula's done. Rocket's done. Rocket literally dies in the fucking movie. That's why he, at the clip that they just released,
Of carrying him?
not only carrying him, but him hugging an otter. There's a clip in the trailer where he literally hugs an otter.
I need to watch this trailer.
Yeah, I
And,
might have to.
Drax, Dave Bautista already came out and said he's done playing Drax, that he'll never take another superhero role
Why is that?
because he doesn't want to be like The Rock. He wants to be known, like, he doesn't want to be this guy that was known for WWE and then just transitioned to being, like, a fucking superhero actor.
Well,
He
supposedly
wants to
he's
be-
supposed to.
He wants to do, like, drama films. He wants to be, like, a legit actor.
Well, he came out with his own post and his own like everything of Gears of War of playing the guy the main
that would
dude.
be badass.
He's like pushing because there's been talk of them making a movie or a show of Gears of War live action.
Oh, for a long
and he's
time.
pushing to be the main dude because he looks just like him.
Yeah, bro. Hey, what'd I tell Evan? Yo?
I'm literally opening my notes.
Oh, that's cool. We're definitely not talking about that at this point.
Well, I feel like we should.
We got 9 minutes to wrap this up.
Change the subject because no one's gonna watch almost 2 hours of you talking about movies.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, bro.
There was nothing but shenanigans in the BroCast, and that's the #1 podcast right now. Or
Because
episode.
you guys were talking about different things.
Yeah, we talked about different things. We literally started this all off with literally talking about how your house
House is haunted, and then moved
is haunted, and
to
then
to horror movies, and then to superhero movies, and then to Star Wars movies, and then to top 5 lists of TV shows, and then now more superhero movies. That's just a bunch of movies.
Bro,
To be
your
honest,
short-term
though,
memory loss
like
is
as much as
dog
people
ass.
hate it, like true podcasts is literally just a conversation. Yeah, they have specific topics, but their topics tie into like other shit, just like how ours tied into other shit, and it just happened to like take a huge turn. Me specifically, that's how I talk. I can't stay on a specific topic for very long.
And
Yeah, I
also,
can't
you
either.
also got to figure, P. You
Like, my
you
brain
can
be
tell
working in
you're
weird
already
ways.
way more comfortable after talking about movies for 2 fucking hours than you were when you started this.
Like for all we know, we might as well just do a part 2 of your actual notes
Yeah.
and scratch this or
Nah,
something.
I'm still putting this one out. I still fuck with this one.
Huh.
This one's dope. I appreciate this one. This one's like, it's not it's not all of them need to be like super intense, like learning shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I felt like the BroCast was so good.
I liked the
'cause it, like,
BroCast one.
It's deep and it's learning shit, but like
It was more
there's-
conversational.
you're still seeing people like get up and like leave the fucking podcast to go to the bathroom or to grab a beer or to grab a snack.
You can't say people. That was only you.
No, Xander was getting up the
Xander
most.
and Evan did it too.
When did Evan get up?
Evan got up early. Evan got up early in the podcast.
'Cause I remember
to
you
go
and
get-
Xander
take a
getting up.
piss. Yeah, me and Bear got up. Derrick never moved. Derrick for sure did not ever move. But like,
Man moved from this to this, and that was like
That
his
is all the
only
movement Derek did.
yeah, no, I
Like once we get like a comfy L couch up in here, set.
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna do it. I
Sean's
want
getting
to.
a 4-bedroom house is what he's doing.
I want to get. I kind of want to have it a little bit set up similar, not exactly the same. I might do it like the King and the Sting, how they do it, where like Theo is in a chair, Shab is in a chair, and then they have a couch. But I also like the way that Logan Paul does it.
I thought you were talking
at
about the
times.
dog.
Couch.
Or the couch, or how he's got the long ass desk, like the V desk, and they're at like,
That's Maverick the bird.
oh, is that not impulsive?
That is impulsive, but that desk, the way it's shaped, it's his bird.
It's his bird.
You never noticed that? Well, I only know that
I
because
don't watch a whole lot of podcasts though.
That's fair.
Not anymore.
I don't watch his, but I've seen a picture of it.
Yeah, it's literally like a table built of his bird, and that's how it is. It's him and Mike, because Mike is the one that had the idea of doing the whole podcast situation, and so it's them two as like co-hosting,
co-host.
but it's
Yeah.
mainly Logan Paul's, and then they have
Logan's the face of it.
Their guests on the other side.
the guests
Yeah.
on their
and
other side.
George.
And George, which George is always there.
I don't like
it
George
would
that
honestly
much.
be if us three were always on the podcast.
It would be.
And
But
it
you
was
were
like,
the face
we
of
have
it.
Xander, we have Ziggy, we have like whoever's already been on there, and it's always the same 3 people.
Yeah.
Like just like how you just said, where it's 2 people in their chair and then the guests in a different chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't decided how I want to have the new setup set up, but
Aren't you moving out soon?
That's
yeah,
what I'm
I'll
saying
be
is, like-
out in April, and that's why that's why I need so many bedrooms. Is because
'Cause-
one of them is going to be, well, basically this is the breakdown. One of them is going to be a Lego room, like my Star Wars room,
I knew you were gonna
and
have
then
a labor room.
a podcast room, my bedroom, and their bedroom.
Are they moving back in with you?
I'm a broke ass.
Well, you guys haven't talked about it.
I have I honestly I can't stay where I'm at due to prices and etc.
Isn't Thornton super expensive?
There's
expensive
nowhere
to live on
cheap.
your own, bro.
I know, but
It's nowhere's cheap, to be fair. Like there's cheap places, for shit ass quality, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna live in a shit ass quality place.
So you guys are moving back.
We're moving back in with him because I need to straighten out my credit.
Yeah.
I need to get my financial life together.
Yeah.
And it works. And you know what it could be?
I'm the co-host.
No.
Psych.
It could be a content house.
We're the phase house up in here. Phase up. No, I'm just playing. Or the Clout House or whatever that place was called.
Oh, what the fuck is the one?
Nah, but what the hell, man? I'm gonna need one of those rooms at some point.
Yeah.
I can't keep my shit in the bedroom.
Why not?
I can't.
What if you
What
do?
shit do you?
What do you?
My streaming shit.
You could literally put it in the podcast room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if
Cool.
you do like the Lego room.
But
you
what
could
if
do
I'm
part of it as,
and
like,
then what if I'm
setup.
streaming during an episode?
We'll have it set up to where you don't do that.
Well, what if you put
So
like
I'll go in the Lego room.
Fuck you.
Why don't you put your podcast in the Lego room, you fuck?
Yeah, because
That
then
makes the most
the
sense.
Legos could be like part of the setup.
Background.
Yeah, the background
decorations.
of the
You know what?
podcast.
Because I buy the house.
See, we came up with good ideas.
Yeah.
To be fair, a lot of my time is going to be spent in not my own garage. Because I'm buying a piece of shit truck and making it not a piece of shit.
Well, I appreciate you two fucks for being on. P, I'm sorry we didn't talk about what we were going to talk about.
Part 2 coming
But we
soon.
got a part 2 coming soon, which works out better for you. You were complaining how you weren't even on 1. Well, now your ass is finna be on 2.
Hey, take it this way. He's not scratching your first appearance. He scratched my first appearance.
Oh dang.
And Bear's first appearance.
That's messed up. You guys
No,
are welcome
not
to
tech-
come, but
on
I'm not
YouTube,
posting
yes,
it.
but you guys have your guys' thing.
Yeah, but that's his first appearance on Triple T.
True. Yeah, he scratched mine. Straight up just scratched it.
It was ass because
That's
somebody
messed
You
up.
wanted to do it at
weird.
the ass crack of dawn, bro.
It was 2 in the afternoon.
You know what
2 in
time I
the
wake up on a
afternoon.
Saturday?
2 in the afternoon.
Nah,
well-
but I do appreciate you having me for a part 2. I might as well just be a coach. No, I'm just playing.
He's
But
like,
I'm
let's
gonna be,
just
I'm
set
gonna
it
be
up.
a pretty often guest due to the fact of
You're always with
BroCast.
him.
we got the BroCast. That's probably gonna be a pretty relevant thing. Whether like if they tend to do a BroCast without me or without Xander, like without the main 4
No, the BroCast is the 4 of us.
only.
Yeah.
Only.
We'll never have a guest of the BroCast.
I mean, we might, but that's
I
Like
feel like
having
that
Ziggy
would-
in for an episode or something.
I feel like that would
that's
kind
way
of
down the line.
I
Well,
feel like
okay, so
that
we got
would kind
BroCast.
of mess up the dynamic of the BroCast because the BroCast is the 4 of you. Like you guys are the face of it because you guys
You know what's
can
crazy
have
is
conversations
we made that
outside
a
of that.
solid like sealed deal, and that was my first time meeting Derrick and Derrick's second time on the podcast.
You could
I
tell
don't have my own solo dolo thing with Sean.
you could tell that it was your first time meeting Derrick because like you guys were
Because
talking.
Bear literally says it in the middle
But
of
it
the
was
episode.
more awkward when you
Facts.
two were talking because you didn't know each other on a personal level the way Sean and Xander know Derek.
I would honestly thank Starbucks due to the fact that I'm like a people's person, only due to the fact of like
You
have-
work there.
Starbucks. I had no other choice but
Yeah.
to talk to people I didn't want to talk
That's,
to.
that's the same thing. That's how I feel about Kenko. I have to talk to people. There's
I
no
have
getting
never
out
had
of
a
that.
There's
job.
days that you're just in a shit mood. You have to go to work because you need the check. And if you just happen to have a job where you have to talk to people, you're kind of screwed. And who knows? Like, there was plenty of times I went into Starbucks on a Sunday after kicking it with Sean real late at night on a Saturday or whatever. And I went in and I was like, I don't want to fucking be here. And shit, you never know. There was one specific day, as an example, where I went in there and there was, I was not feeling it. I had a fun ass night. Following Sunday was not fun, and some dude in a $180,000, probably more than that, 6-speed manual Audi R8 came in and made my fucking day way better.
What are you looking at?
Man, just fucking, you know those little like things you throw on the ground?
Yeah, the little
Pop it. You gotta pop it up in his ass.
finger popping each other's
Fucking-
ass. Dude, you
We
know
about
what,
to jump in your ass, or we jump street. We about to jump in your ass.
bro?
Right in the crack.
Bro, So I'm on Facebook, right? When the night I called you when I was
We gotta
in
wrap
Wyoming.
this up, fam.
I know this is the last thing. I was in Wyoming, bro, and
I want you to keep most of this in.
You might as well chop it to where
s-
it starts in the movie's part.
so I'm sitting there scrolling through Facebook videos, right? And it pops up the part where Ted is asking Johnny. He's like, "I fucked this chick last night," and he's like, "You got to guess the name, white trash name." And he goes,
Oh, and he's just naming
and he's
off.
just ripping
Yeah.
off names. Dude, I shit you not. I walk out of the bathroom, turn on the TV, and I'm like, you know what? I'ma just see what's on. And Ted was on. I turn it on, bro. My phone and the TV were in perfect fucking sync, bro.
That's cool.
Were you watching TV on your phone with your Xfinity thing?
No,
That's
it was
crazy.
literally on DirecTV.
And then a
at the
clip on
hotel,
Facebook?
and a clip on Facebook, and I literally just got out. I was like, oh, was still watching it. Turned on the TV, saw Ted. I was like, oh, that's fucking wild,
That's
bro.
crazy.
And then clicked on, and it was at the exact same part, and I was like, nah, that's wild, bro.
That's cool.
That's creepy almost.
It was cool because it was like,
You're just like, what?
I was like, yeah, I want to watch. Because after you watch that clip with movies like that, you're like, fuck, I want to watch that movie, bro.
The best part
then
of that
you're like,
movie.
Fuck yes, I'm right where I want to be. When
Yeah.
they fight in the hotel room is the best part.
Nah.
In the first one?
When Ted asks if he can use his computer and he opens up the computer, he's like, "Oh my god!" And Johnny walks in, he's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" He goes, "What the fuck is on your computer?" And it's like 18.
The organization on this clockwise rim jobs, counterclockwise rim jobs. Chicks with
I
dicks.
have a problem.
We gotta get rid of this, Johnny. We gotta get rid of this. Yeah, we'll delete it. No.
We gotta smash it
We
and
gotta
throw it in the
smash
river.
it, throw it in the river. Nah, but P. Diddy, good having you on, young cut.
Yeah.
EJ Beats.
Wow.
You know what TikTok I'm talking about? Nah, I'm just playing. EJ Beats, Rexy 2-Tab. Don't forget to tap in up on the stream. Always down to work with artists, you know. Derrick Royce that happened to be on the BroCast. We better cook.
Oh yeah, Joe. So So to build a little bit of anticipation and excitement for the two of us. We got a big deal going on coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Y'all better tap
You're
in on
telling
it.
me about this once this is turned off.
This is what we're getting into right now. I'm gonna put out a little bit of a excitement builder. You know, a little peek into what we got going on. Nothing too much. We're gonna be doing another BroCast further down the line, but we're gonna do BroCast in Derrick and Evan's media. Let's just put it that way. We're gonna have the four of us back together again, the dream team, and there's gonna be some music coming.
Oh yeah.
We'll just leave.
Like
it
I
at
said,
that.
we cooking. And also, like I said, Derrick Royce, man's an absolute monster on the mic and in general, dude's
Wait, does
fucking
Derrick
sick.
sing? I'm sorry, I don't know what Derrick does.
he's a rapper. He's a rapper.
Sorry, Derrick, I
Big
didn't know
name
that.
rapper too, honestly. Like
Fire.
he pretty
I
he
also
up
don't know
there.
Derrick.
Throwaways
Sorry.
3. I don't
On
know.
the way.
On the way. I don't know if he has announced it himself yet.
He
I
has
seen
on the
something
gram. Derrick
on the
Royce
gram.
did that.
Yeah, he
I thought
he
I
announced
looked at
it,
this.
so y'all better be ready. Both of the past Throwaways 1 and 2 is on Apple Music, Spotify, etc. Just go run that up and get ready for EJ Beats
EJ Beats making his deal.
making
Let's
his
go.
deal. Also, I do have a single out with OZV. Go run that up, bro. That's fire.
Alrighty. Well, P, stay in school. Don't do drugs. Evan, go back to school. Maybe start doing drugs again.
Hey Diddy, good to have you, bro.
Appreciate you guys.
Sibling cast
Till
right
the
here.
next one, we'll do it again.
Whee!